Hey guys, welcome. I'm just starting the stream a little early so I can start doing telling everyone that the stream is on. So just bear with us a second. We'll be right back. Um, we're just starting right now. We're still waiting for people to funnel in. So just give me a second and we'll be right back. I saw a lot of polymorphs when I was watching the videos. Polymorphs are like so crazy. But then I saw one person with that storm. Mhm. Yes. What is the date today? June 11? Alright, looks like we're all set. Yeah, I had that too. When I was trying to watch, I was like, come on! Oh, Walsh! With a happy face. Welcome to the stream, Walsh. Thank you for playing at Worlds. We have Robert here today. Uh, we'll probably be playing in a little bit. Robert's voice is so soothing, like a babbling brook. I'm sure Robert thanks you for that. Alright, let me go ahead and post all this stuff and we'll be good to go. Hello, hello to Robert. Thank you to Robert from Walsh. He does recognize you, so thank you for being on the chat with us. Let me go ahead and post this everywhere else. Everyone knows. Tonight we're actually going to be playing hybrid. So what's going to happen is that the players are going to be bringing 4 cards from their collection, and then on top of that they're going to be buying, I believe, 10 boosters, and then building half and half. So it's going to be half draft, a half draft. I think that's what they'll call it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me go ahead and be right back, guys. Just gonna do some. Oh, this internet is nuts.
Because everyone, when I went there to buy vehicles, they were like, they wanted 28 bills. Yeah, like regularly. So I was like, wait, I can go to like Toys R Us and buy it still. And I just had to buy it. But
The three cost was good too. I tried to give you plus three. All right, yeah. So after but then I like a taco. I was still hanging, so world champion got a factory set of you know, we have parts and stuff. The ones you want artwork, really cool. I don't have any answers. Otherwise, you better find them.
okay, so yeah, so
Right now?
like maybe that was it's like flame broilers, but
Oh yeah.
long time no see, man.
I know.
How you been? Tired. Work's been how you guys been? Good. Just came back from World.
Looks like we got quite a bit of people here in the store today, so pretty excited to be be here with us.
Yes.
Well, Robert was at least one of the top 16.
We got Robert here, our resident Worlds visitor. He got top 16, so props to Robert.
That's amazing. So what they did was they took only the top 32.
There we go. It looks like we're all posted. Perfect. Awesome. And when everyone gets here, we'll be able to start the stream, guys. I know they're going to be drafting all that kind of stuff, so it'll be a bit.
Best records. They moved on to top 16. So that top 16 is the best of 3 games. And that's the one. That's where you're actually playing. Yeah. Well, no, you're actually playing at the 32, but you got to go through another round to make the top 16.
I'm still used to not paying
So you got to play, like I said, best of 5 matches.
even though I have
You
like
got 3 hours just so you can.
Everybody, from watching them, everybody's seen.
Year and a half. Yeah.
All right, we're done with that, guys. So that'll be good. Let's see.
I never played, but Mike played him and beat him.
Nice.
And Mike didn't realize it was the Rockos. And here, and I told Mike, I said, you know, the guy, listen, he's the jerk that was over at Comic Q with the metal. So, and he did not take it well. He thought he was going to go in, you know, all the way to the top.
I got shout outs to Murray 828. Thank you for tuning into the stream.
So he was not happy.
And don't worry, we'll begin soon, guys. Just give us a second. Let's see. I'm gonna go look up the recent Dice Masters news so we have something to talk about. Because usually, what I want to try to do is see if I can get some activity on the chat, and then from there. Oh yeah, shoutouts to you, Murray828, for being mentioned on the stream. Woo!
So,
All right, just gonna go to my favorite place to get Dice Masters news. www.dicenon.com is your free plug.
I know how to find the streams from here, and so Ken and I were playing.
So let's see. Oh, looks like there's a new article dissecting the world's archetype control. Alright, so why don't we take a look at a couple of the decks that made it to Worlds, and then we can go have a nice conversation about that.
I was at 14, so I take the 13 to get the 1, and I had Cheetah, I pulled one out of my bag.
There was a post on Reddit, sub for Dice Masters, so more people might show up. Alright, sounds good, man. Alright, let's see. It looks like, I'm looking at a chart here. It looks like a lot of people are looking at things like Serena, Gabi aggro. Probably like a quarter of the people in Worlds had that type of archetype. There was a lot of control, or there's actually like maybe like a smaller amount of control. Let's see if I can get a picture up so you guys can see that. It's gonna be a little, what do you call it?
He's in there.
Let's see, window capture.
The qualifiers on my Iceman team, I had a Wolverine. And if I had the opportunity, I'd get Wolverine quickly.
There we go. Okay, so you guys can see that.
You're surprised how it's like a 2x4.
It's very messy, but just for you guys able to see, that's the archetype. So you see there's like a medium amount of control, maybe like I would say, I mean if I could read a pie chart, let's say that that's 20%, right? At least a fifth. And Spray and Swarm, really prevalent. X-Men. I kind of want to see these. I'm gonna go back and see if we can take a look at a lot of the other stuff. Let's just move this forward so we can see all the statistics. Because I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see. So we got Formerly Weapon 10. Yeah, so Formerly Weapon 10. I am seeing that it's very, very popular. I was watching a lot of the stream when it came on for Worlds, and I would see teams that have a lot of Formerly Weapon 10 paired with Polymorph, things like that, that have a lot of Doom Caliber Knights. You know, a lot of teams that are a team in general, like Wolverine is centered around Wolverine going through. I saw a couple where Wolverine had anger issues, so that while he's attacking alone, he's got the +4 attack. He puts a +3, I believe, from the anger issues buff by itself, and then as well as Overcrush. And then they'll also put things like some Relentless, things like that. They'll put things like what's another card that really popular? Just things that they'll use to have Doom Cal, Relentless, things to have that Wolverine just attack for so much damage. I believe I saw Goblin Attack Force also being played by one of the teams. I'm not too sure. I have to double check on that, but I mean, it was a long day of streaming. There was a lot of interruptions with the stream, so it was kind of hard to like, you know, gauge and try to see like, oh, you know, these people, you know, from the play to play. Because a lot of problem I had was trying to view it. Same thing. A lot of another one of the people at the store also had problem was it was kind of hard how it was segmented. It was segmented in such a way where it would be really hard to just watch it all the way through. The stream would shut down. I'm pretty sure the internet there was not that great, but things like that were making it really hard for the stream to just be broadcast. So a lot of people had a lot of problems with that. I know here we had to refresh the stream. I believe it was like every 10 minutes or something like that, or every half hour, because I mean we really wanted to see those that footage and everything. So I mean we're happy it's posted up so we can watch it whenever we want, guys. It's really good for that. So I'm happy for the most part. I was able to. Let's see what else. Oh, the mats. Oh my goodness, those mats. I mean, they're so plain, but I really want one. That premiere event mat. Those are really cool. One of the reasons why I really wish I was able to go ahead and go on stream. Yeah, we have a couple. Want to go ahead and go on because those mats were really, really cool. I kind of want to have one of those for the most part. Let's see. Let's go down the article. I love reading these articles from Dysonon. Swarm. I don't really remember too much Swarm, to be honest. Let's see. They ran Prismatic Spray. Oh, actually, I do. What was his name? Do you remember the name of the guy that ran that team with the Prismatic Spray and the Cobalt Swarm? Yeah, do you remember that? There was like one of the team. Yeah, the dragon one.
Michael Lay?
Michael Lay. Yeah, I remember. I watched that game and I was just completely. Yeah, I was completely amazed on how different and how much the cards interacted with each other. Because you had him who had that magic helmet pretty much, and it was able to just I believe soak up damage or anything like that. But the way he set up his team is very controlly. I believe he had Constantine on that as well. Things like Millennium Puzzle. Those are the kind of cards that are very controlly, and I really do like seeing that because he was able to make that kind of deck. I mean, it gave a lot of people a run for their money. It's in the car. It really gave people a run for their money because of just because of the fact that Prismatic Spray, I believe it was. It caught a lot of people off guard because they wouldn't be able to ramp at the opportune time, and all of a sudden they're losing out on like 2 masks for ramping, and it really cut into people's strategies a lot. So I was really excited to see something like that happen. Let's go see another one of the top teams because we are just looking at other content. That's what we're doing today. Did I do the wrong one? Was it this? I believe it was this.
do work that I want to do the rest of the day. And I'm sitting there for half an hour just poking at stuff.
Was this it right here?
Trying to get it to work in half an hour.
Okay, so here we have the top 16 people who are playing. We have their teams here. Let's see. Kelly, David, Ramon. This is top 16. Alright, so here we have our resident Worlds player, Robert. He had Constantine Hellblazer, Black Widow Serena, Jinzo Trapmaster, Wolverine formerly Weapon 10, Hulk Green Goliath, Human Paladin, Lesser Emerald Enclave, really good for control. Spider-Man Web Slinger. Let's see, what else do you have, Robert? And Ring of Magnetism Action Attraction. So do like that card. Polymorph Resurrection. Very very control-y, having that Jinzo, having that
The one that I'm thinking of.
Which one?
I went back to the folder that you played against me.
Yeah.
And I went and looked at it. You know, you see it played against you, but then you like actually look at it and you start kind of thinking about it.
Yeah. It's nuts, right? it's dumb nuts paired up with like the right actions.
I was watching World, right? And so then I'm like, I gotta find more DD because I want to get that prismatic spray in.
Yeah.
I want to shove that something.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
the big card of the D&D set is Polymorph and Resurrection. Cobalt was used.
Human Paladin, so good.
I love Human Paladin. That was on
Human
my- that was on my
Paladin.
team.
What's his name? You said last week when you played. What's his name? The guy who played
The which team?
the guy who played all D&D.
All D&D. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, Robert. The other Robert. Other Robert. Alright, so we're looking at Robert's team right now. Constantine Hellblazer, Black Widow Serena, Jindo Trapmaster, very control oriented. And you have a little bit of aggression because you have that Black Widow pressure that you're able to do. Let's see as well. Formula Weapon 10, very aggressive, especially attacking by alone. And then the two basic action cards, Polymorph Resurrection, kind of really hard to support the Wolverine if you're gonna try to go for like a Wolverine all-in kind of thing, because that's what Wolverine is. He's a card that attacks by himself, goes by himself, and just tries to wreck and do damage. But sometimes the problem with that is that he needs support from a lot of other cards like Doom Caliber Knight, things like Relentless, so that he's able to go do his damage. But then at the same time, that's putting all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to do so. So we see Robert trying to really round out every single possibility. You know, also very surprising, he didn't bring a Professor X. There's a lot of people here that actually didn't bring Professor X. Very surprised. Let's see, Murray, you said, I have yet to get any of the D&D set, but with Swarm, does the effect happen per dice or just per character? Okay, so for D&D, how it is that it happens per dice. So in order to utilize it correctly, you have to have a character that has the Swarm ability already fielded, and then every time you draw a dice from that character that has Swarm and it's fielded, you can go ahead and declare that and draw an additional dice just based on that ability. So let's say that the first time you draw a dice, you draw 4 dice, 1 comes up Kobold. Then you can draw an additional one for 5, and that's your Swarm effect. Additionally, you can also draw Swarm dice in the initial 4 or the additional ones that you pick up. So let's say that you're trying to, or you end up happening to draw 2 of the Kobold dice on your draw 4 turn, and you do have a kobold already fielded, so let's say you bought 3 kobolds and you draw 2 kobold dice, then you can also, in addition, go ahead and draw 2 additional dice. However, this doesn't work if you have 2 kobolds fielded and you draw 1 kobold dice. That it doesn't work that way in the sense that you're able to draw 2 because it goes off the character itself and not the die itself. So if you do have 2 kobolds fielded and you do draw 1 kobold dice, then you're only going to get that effect once, because it's for the character that happens because you have that character. So I hope that cleared up. It was a little convoluted, but that's pretty much the ruling, I believe. You can check me that on the WizKids Event Systems rulings over there, and you can figure it out from there.
Whatever you want.
Let's see. Remember, if you get Justice League, you might get a Constantine. Oh, really? Alright. So hopefully that cleared some things up, Murray. 828. So if you have any other questions, I mean, let me know. I really would like this to be a nice and what's the word, vibrant chat. So go ahead and ask away. I will answer anything you have to ask. Alright, so let's take a look at these worlds. It looks like for top 16, only 2 people ended up bringing the Professor X Recruiting Young Mutants. Those 2 people being David Walsh and Remington M. Remy, alright. Our Resident Worlds player is familiar with him. And let's see. Actually, hold on. There might have been someone else. Oh, there was a third. There actually was a third. Philip C. also brought Recruiting Young Mutants Professor X. Oh, okay. So that was 3 people. Which is really surprising. I mean, you see recruiting or Professor X being one of those cards that you're playing with, and it's just it makes every other set good or better because fielding is such a pain, especially with a dice building game, because you're trying to build your bag, and with a dice building game, the only way you're going to do that rapidly enough is that you're going to be able to try to roll a lot of dice, have a lot of energy, make things cheaper, and buy good value dice. The only way you can do that really is by ramping. But we'll have to see what the future for Dice Masters is. If they're going to take a model of Magic and kind of cycle in and cycle out a lot of different sets, or they're gonna do like more like a set like Yu-Gi-Oh, where they incorporate every single card or every single dice and card. However, they put limitations based on unseen or unpredicted strengths that other cards may have. So things like, let's say, if we're going to take a Yu-Gi-Oh card at the top of our head, let's talk about Exodia. That card by itself, you're only allowed 1 copy of for every single piece, just based on the fact that that's how it is.
You're not playing, right?
No, you can go play.
You're just gonna eat your donut and run the stream?
Yeah. Because,
Someone has to.
someone has to.
Someone has to eat a donut.
Mm. If you come to eating the donut on the stream, delicious. Let's take a look at more things.
You know, that's a good donut. I like that.
Oh yeah. So let's see. The person who won, let's just go down the list. So Walsh, he dropped in, said hey, giving us a little shout outs.
Yeah, still trying to get constancy there, right?
He ran let's see, Jinzo Trapmaster, formerly Weapon 10, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Monstrous Dragon, Spider-Man Web Slinger, Professor X Trainer, Green Goblin Gobby. You guys can see it here. I don't have to repeat it for you guys. You can see all the stuff that he ran. So pretty much, really excited to see that. I like how a lot of the people who are playing, or the top people, let's say, that are playing top 16 Dice Masters. Um, yes, they didn't necessarily bring Professor X. However, despite that, they still gear their decks towards a specific archetype, assuming that they're for the most part it's going to be particular globals that are going to be there, uh, just like Professor X. Because when you're playing competitively, you really have to know the type of cards that are going to give you the most value, and Professor X definitely is one of them. So they're building their decks not just based on the fact that they're trying to get good cards, but they're also building their decks because assuming that someone's going to bring a Professor X, they are going to try to have a type of late game. They'll have cards that are strong that will have a late game. So things like Jinzo is a good card where if it's played near in the mid game, during the late game it's really strong if they have no type and a certain type of removal. Things like Storm, Windrider, things like Millennium Puzzle. We have a lot of those cards that are for removal.
Okay.
All right, shout outs to Rain City Jenna. Go Jason, go. I don't know who. There you go. That's Jason giving himself props.
So I'm wearing a blue shirt.
And he's wearing a blue shirt for you. Go wearing a blue shirt for you, Rain City Jenna. So he appreciates your cheering on. No mention of that, but we do have.
Oh, that's your mom? What is it?
I don't know. Everyone's drafting right now. I'm gonna actually go on the camera so Ken can show you how he's gonna draft. Would you be down for that, Ken?
I guess.
All right, so let's go ahead.
Let's talk about Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, we want to talk about Heroes of the Storm. Can't do that.
Stim pack is facing away.
We bought a stim pack for 7 days. It's a waste of $4.
Stim pack. I'm an idiot. Am I really opening them?
Yeah, so we have Ken here on the right side opening his packs. I'll talk about what he gets, and we'll see where this goes.
What's that Constantine?
So he does get a katana and Superman. Did you get a? So guessing by his reaction, looks like the common and uncommon version. He did get a rare, and that's going to be Red Tornado. It is a good card. I really do like that rare Red Tornado. However, I do like the Red Tornado, the green stripe one, I believe. He does have that effect that helps to mill a lot of your psychic cards out of your bag. So things are really nice. Let's see, we got Hawkman. Ken's gonna. I don't think Ken had a team planned out beforehand. So a lot of the times I believe he's gonna try to just draft just straight up.
Have you ever built a bear? Did they make you rub the heart on your nose? And like,
I think I did that too.
Okay. Oh, I got two Cheetos. Damn it. This is not looking good.
Do you get any rares besides the one rare you got?
No.
Alright, so no rares for Ken.
Still don't have-
Oh, there, best value card right here. I'm gonna keep this, the 4-cost Vixen with no effect.
Have you seen that hashtag that people have been doing for like?
Oh, hashtag, what is it called?
Like using it for coasters.
Oh, it's hashtag uses for Vixen.
Yeah. Constantine. I still have no Constantine. Come on.
I know. Alright, so no Constantine for Ken. He does have a Flash, but it is
Super
the
Rare Flash.
super rare Flash. So congratulations to Ken for pulling the super rare of the box. That's good news for him. Now he gets to draft 4 cards of his choice, as well as a combination of the DC cards that he got as well. What?
2 flashes in one box?
It looks like our friendly local game store, comic book store, also pulled out a Flash as well. So now we have 2 Flashes in the mix. Really great for that. Good job for them having the that Ken's gonna assemble, and let's see what he builds. What I'm seeing,
I'm not gonna play it anymore.
what I'm seeing is he does have the Star Girls, so he might want to maybe do a sidekick kind of deck. Um, he will have, let's see, there's Superman, there's Lex Luthor. I'm not sure. It's just Solomon Grundy. I'm just gonna reach over and touch all his stuff. Let's see, Martian Manhunter. I do like that card. I'm gonna go ahead and go through this stuff. So, well, you can arrange it from least expensive to most expensive because that's exactly how I love to arrange my stuff. I know exactly how much I'm spending. I know what kind of curve I want to have because it's gonna be a mix between the two. Are you gonna be opening here?
Yeah, I'm gonna open
All right, so we're gonna have Jason Gardner open some of his packs for us, and we can see what these guys are gonna be drafting with. It's really nice to see all the stuff we're gonna get, everything we pull from our store. We're consistently just able to run tournaments. So it looks like we have Cyclops and Magic. I really do like Magic dice. It has a nice numbers on it. High defense, of course. We have the Namor as well. Common. I honestly do like the 4-cost Namor. It does have that power that brings back the 2 sidekicks. Pyro is good. I do like the numbers on that dice. Pretty cheap to field sometimes, and then kind of a medium attack that you're able to deal with. Professor X recruiting Young Mutants, or yes, recruiting Young Mutants. So you'll have that ramp effect. He doesn't have to waste a spot in his building in order to draft. So he'll be able to actually pick more of the cards that he wants to put in, as opposed to having to stick to one of his slots being taken up by that Professor X. Oh, that's just Enrique. Red Hulk, not as good as his green counterpart, in my opinion. People have that.
What did you get? The villain guy?
Sentinel.
Oh, Sentinel. Alright. Little cheer for Sentinel. We all know how great that dice is in terms of numbers, but cost is just a large headache when trying to buy Sentinel. There's nothing that makes him cheaper, so you're gonna have to buy him the old-fashioned way. And he's not really a win condition by himself. So aside from having good numbers, you're better off with a value of, like, let's say Hulk Green Goliath or Hulk Jade Giant. Those two very heavy removal, especially with Jade Giant actually being the counter to.
Can you throw this one?
I got it. Oh, being the counter to the other Hulk. So you see, now that you've seen that, really good. Jason will be able to have more slots in order to well, exactly what kind of deck he's going to be building. We have everyone here, just reading their cards, trying to get an idea. Anything you want to do.
I didn't even know this.
Alright, what was that?
Rare Swamp Thing, I didn't know this.
I thought you had one rare, yeah.
2 rares.
2 rares.
And a super rare.
So Ken did pull down that Stargirl. I was talking about how Stargirl has a really good effect for sidekicks, so he might even make like a flying sidekick deck. It doesn't really require that many parts.
Yeah, it's going to be approximately 1 chase for 10 cheeks.
What?
Well, about one for 20. What they said.
For 20?
1 for 21.
Beats.
The bombing.
Yeah, there's only 4 chase cards on each.
Dude, that's dumb.
Which one?
1 in 20 feeds
Uh-huh.
will be a chase.
1 in 20 feeds will have a chase card.
Yeah. It's dumb. They should have just made like the level lower one.
Hmm.
Give it some kind of buff.
Okay.
Separates it from the regular card.
What do you mean? So the chase is stronger, you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Chase is alternate art of the
No, what he's saying, that's what he should have done. Yeah.
So people
Yeah, people are gonna chase like really chase it.
People chase it too.
Chase it so hard, yeah.
At the very least, thankfully, is that the Marvel's armies have a maximum of 1 die. So if you pull it, you don't have to go chasing anymore to get multiple dice.
Yeah, that's really
Hey,
good.
Jason, can I get my bag? Give me your feet.
Because there's only the one version of that Marvel's
My
army
legs.
in the
Give me your legs.
in the
Show me that.
game.
You like that? Are they doing that?
Whoa.
for light too? That's hot right there.
As
That's
for-
hot.
I don't know.
I mean, if I could get... it's wasting away. I'm gonna
Have you spent any gold yet?
First Sylvanas.
hopefully. I mean, I'm gonna myself personally. I think I'm gonna be buying 3 gravity feeds of the Age of Ultron series. So what I actually want to do is, if I can at least get, I mean that's a lot to ask for, but one zombie and it's Magneto, that'd be great. I would be ecstatic. I wouldn't have to worry about chasing all the other zombies. Um, 1 out of 20 is a little steep in terms of trying to. I mean, if you're a completionist and you're trying to do that, 1 out of 20 is pretty bad. But it's not as terrible as it could be. I mean, things like hero clicks are really expensive. I mean, you're guaranteed a chase in every, I believe it's brick, and a brick consists of 2 of the
Can we only
large
use a dice for
pieces.
the cards that we drafted, or can we add more?
Only for the cards you brought. You have to use the dice. For
So
Hey!
we're only gonna have 1 die.
1 or 2 if you're lucky.
Yeah, we have a full house tonight. Arthur's coming still too.
Arthur's still coming too, huh? That's great. So look, how many people is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I believe that we have a tournament of 8 Dice Masters players here coming today. Hoping that our friend Arthur comes by. He's very active playing HeroClix. Very, very active as well. And we are gonna put an Amber Alert. We're gonna put an Amber Alert for our friend Tim. We haven't seen him in a long time. We wish he was here. He's been MIA for quite some time. Hopefully we can see him. So that'll be good for the time being. Let's see. So yes, I agree with you, Rain City Jenna. The paper bag does look well loved. It just goes to show that in a game like Dice Masters, despite all the dice you have extra and everything else that you buy, some people like the feel and the classic, just classic ability just to have those. A lot of people called it barf bags, I know. There were a lot of people that were. Which one? Yeah, air sickness bags. A lot of people in Worlds were, what do you call
Because
it?
it could be sickness
Pledging.
from your end.
Pledging to use those. But, I mean, it's nice. Air sickness bag, you want to call it. Sounds great to me.
I'm ready to play.
It just goes to show that if you do have one of those air sickness bags, you are playing the game as much as it should be played, which is a lot. So it's really good. In terms of dice towers, the announcers when I was listening to the streams were actually pretty happy and talking about how there's going to be dice towers. So we have our Jason G pointing fingers at the stream. Shout outs to whomever he's pointing the stream for too. But yeah, in addition to all that stuff, we'll see what everyone's going to be drafting today. I really do like how Dice Masters there's a how would you call it? You're able to just have a collection, and you're able to organize it the way you want to. I know that a lot of the things that I have does have those. It's in alphabetical order. Some people they put it in the order, or what is it called? The ID order number. So the order that it comes in with the expansion list that you get is actually what they'll put it in. Sometimes before, what I used to do is I used to actually put it in cost order. So if I wanted to find some low number cards, I literally just go to the front of the page. A little higher numbers, more game-winning cards, more win conditions, I'll go to the end of the page. Because that's usually what you want to do is you'll either have one plan and stick to it, or you have a bunch of contingency plans in order to figure out what you're going to do. And here walks through the door our Arthur of the store. So it looks like we have everyone here ready to play. We're gonna have a full tournament of 8, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, not like 9 people. So that'll be exciting. That'll be exciting for us. Really nice to because a lot of the place are, I guess, one of the places we went to. The scene over there is a little weak, but here in Comic Hero University Fullerton, it looks like it's pretty vibrant here. Got a lot of people that do love Dice Masters, love the game, and we thank them for that because it's gonna be a ritual thing. People who like Magic, they'll wait for Fridays, Friday Night Magic. People who love Dice Masters, let's make Thursday Dice Master Day. Everywhere you go, Dice Masters. It can be a world thing. All right.
How did you do? Top 16.
And of course, so happy to have everyone here. Go ahead and switch the camera. There's not a lot of activity going on. And it looks like you're able to. You can.
I already did it.
So you can CAN?
Make it can. Make it can.
Okay. So the way they're gonna be running it now is that you're able to bring the extra dice that you're going to be using, and that'll be great.
For that Vixen you got, you can bring a couple more dice.
Looks like we'll get a sneak peek at Jason's team. Looks like he's gonna be running a Iceman, Gobby, Blue Eyes, proxy team. So hey Ken, bring meta. Ken, bring meta. No, I'm looking right here. We got you got.
I'm not bringing meta. I only have Black Widow, Professor X, Blue Eyes, and Hulk.
Okay. Because you're gonna be going against proxy Gobbis.
No, it's gonna be hard every time I try to make it. But I'm gonna try to make it. But yeah, weekdays are usually better for me.
So let's see. What kind of let's go back to talking about all the teams.
Wednesday, no, it's already been sent out. It'll be Saturday. They're still on the Thursday. They're still on Thursday, but it's not week. 1 o'clock.
And then when are we gonna
It's only 5. It's only 5. So about the end of July.
No, I mean like
Oh, it's only been 3 or 4 matches. Yeah, something like that.
Let's see. We're done talking about that in terms of the
Yeah, it's not gonna be long.
teams finals. Let's go down the list and talk about all the articles and all the things other people wrote about, and we can talk about it now too. Let's see. Let me check out what's going on my other favorite website.
So what did you lose to?
What did I lose to? Almost. I lost on rounds in overtime to a Zarina team. He rolled one more Zarina than I did.
Let's see.
That's what I like about Zarina.
Nothing much.
Pure skill.
Gonna go ahead and check out our viewers. Alright. Thank you, Murray828, for continuing to join with us. We hope to see you throughout the whole day. Alright. Oh, that is bad to have, so let's take away that window capture. There you go. So, if this is your first time tuning in with us, or just watching, the stream in general, in syndication, which I do have it on YouTube, remember to like, follow, subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google+. We are all on all those mediums. And Reddit as well. Posting all the time on Reddit and the Reddit Dice Masters, as well as the Facebook groups, SoCal Dice Masters, Dice Masters, what is it called? Discussions. Oh, hold on. Hmm? Jeff?
I'm not ready.
Glasses, black shirt. Alright, so let's see who's going to be playing who. We'll see who's going to be on the stream.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Alright, I'll stick here in the middle. Try to be as compact as possible. Do you need a mat, Ken, or no? You have one? Do you need a mat or no? Well, you can just put it on top. It's fine. Because I don't want the wire to get all messed up. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, I'm gonna fix it when I switch the camera. The camera's not there yet. It's somewhere else.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So we're Josh. All right. So let's go ahead and start setting up for the first match. Looks like Jason's gonna be playing.
Which one? Oh, these?
Oh, I guess we're
Oh, because we have to bring four.
Alright, I didn't bring mine.
Oh, okay, because you got an SR.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, are you gonna come over here and play on the stream?
Oh wow.
I guess I am.
It's like I'm surrounded by players. It's great.
Holy shit! But I don't. I want the green and the black. I want the black and a 3, right? Yeah. But at least you got. At least yeah, dude. He's a.
Sorry, but I'm still looking for
Nope.
my
So you're taking half right now, or they have you on the phone?
basic action.
Yeah, there you go. Figured. But I got a Spider-Man.
Alright, so player 1.
So next time though, I'm probably weapon
I'm not using 20 dice.
Okay, well at least I can get a couple.
I need 8 to that point, right? Pretty much.
I think you can level up to 1-0 something on it.
So we got Jason G versus Robert. Robert. What's the first letter of your last name, Robert?
My name's Michael.
Michael. What am I thinking? Michael A. M-I-C-H-A-E-L. M-I-C... M-I-K-E?
Or just douchebag.
Do you really want douchebag to be under your hands? Will be douchebag because that's what's gonna happen. Okay, so Mike, first letter of your last name, Mike what? Mike A. Okay, got Mike A
Not for sure.
on the left side, Jason G on the right. Jason G, you've seen him on stream multiple times. You know his mat, you know his playstyle, you know his dice. And then we do have Mike A also playing. One of our
Super new.
one of our newer players here we have at Comic Hero University. If I can tell you one thing I know about Mike, he loves Star Wars. That's the one thing. So we'll see what he brings today. I mean, Mike, would you be opposed to a Star Wars IP with Dice Masters?
Oh, actually, that would be probably phenomenal.
Really?
I think it would be pretty good.
Yeah, they have
When
the
R2D2 attacks, you have to spin someone down.
spins one down.
He's just immune to damage.
Yeah, I mean,
Just plain and simple. R2 is immune to damage.
I like that. All
and
right,
then
so
there's like a basic action, like train at Dagobah or whatever.
train at Dagobah.
Jedi training for droids.
You have like a basic action equipment. There's like Yoda backpack or something.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Your license and everything.
Yeah, we would really love it. We would, but you know, Disney, you know, they don't like to license out their stuff to a lot of places.
What do you mean?
Disney?
Yeah.
They don't. They like to create a lot of stuff in house.
Go to Mexico, see how many Mickey Mouse things.
That's not licensed out. That's extremely illegal. Copyright infringement. But aside from
Only illegal if they get caught.
okay. No, I'm pretty sure it's still illegal. They just don't get penalized.
Dice with you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's in the thing.
You have extra the Adam.
The Atom.
I need Adam dice.
Oh, it looks like people. So people already built. We're there already. Now it's just a matter of filling out the rest.
Yeah, I'm lagging.
I do have on an unrelated note. I saw that in Worlds there were a couple people that actually had dice towers. So I recently took an interest in dice master building.
Yeah, yellow.
So I really do want to see if I can make my own dice tower. I already bought all the materials for that. It's the foam core, and I do have X-Acto knives at home. I bought a straight edge ruler. You know those metal ones that are like really sharp, dangerous for kids, but work really well for what you need to use them for. But other than that, I'm gonna try my hand at trying to make a dice tower, and see if I can make something kind of attuned to what I want to play with. I'll probably buy a few decals, things like that that I can put on the side. Just customize it for yourself, things like that. But there are so many dice on the left side of the screen. Do you need help finding something? I'm I have a very keen eye because this is Red Dragon right
Yeah, I
here.
need red dragon.
Okay.
One more.
You need what else do you need? Sturge? Sturge right here.
No.
Okay.
Now I just need one more of
Oh,
the standard die.
that's Mummy.
That's money.
Uh,
Pink, and then I need.
right here.
There it is.
There you go.
There we go. And then he's got brown and orange, so I'll do.
Take it easy on me.
Pink and purple.
You take it easy on me.
Alright, looks good.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Take it easy over there.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys. We have our own customized makeshift dice tower here, made strictly from Scotch tape as well.
Makeshift, that's licensed.
It's licensed.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know if you scan the UPC code, it'll say dice tower. It'll say starter.
Don't say shut up, Chris.
Whoa, so much aggro here.
Starter, but it's crossed out. Says dice tower.
So they'll change the UPC code once you change it into a dice tower. That's amazing. Alright, so we had a lot of dice clearing out, and
Have you used this before?
it looks like our friend here, Mike, has already selected
This one you've seen before.
6 cards out of the D&D set, and I do as well. And then we'll see. I believe he did buy from the Uncanny set, so we'll see what else is going to be mixing with that as well. I really do like Uncanny set because it gave us the best card in the game, hands down.
Oh, well, yeah, Professor X.
Professor X is the best card in the game. It makes everything better. I've talked about that in length, and you guys know about that. So let's see. And we have Rain City Jenna saying Jason's the coolest. I wish he'd be that cool. So thanks for participating. I cannot spell PAT. Participating in the chat. Shoutouts to you, Rain City Jenna. How I gotta log in? Are you kidding me? That is terrible. I thought I was logged in already. So it's gonna load up.
I mean, I feel like that too, but Magic does a good job of doctoring new players in because they keep releasing starter sets every other year, you know?
Sure.
So it's like, you got an excuse not to play, you better play.
There we go. Thank you for participating in the chat. Shoutouts to you. And now you're gone from the viewers. So that's great. Onwards.
Alright. Sorry about that.
Are we supposed to start already?
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have an old-fashioned roll-off. There is one sidekick on Mike's side.
None.
And we'll see what Jason rolls. There's one as well, so it looks like they're gonna have to redo that.
That's what she
No
said.
sidekicks. And Jason will be choosing how he wants to go. I believe he believes to go right, which is first.
Right is one.
Yes, it is. So we do see Professor X, both players, of course, being able to utilize that. You have Green Goblin and Blue Eyes White Dragon as well.
Really quickly, yeah.
Heal, sidekick.
So he's gonna field the sidekick.
Blue Eyes Global to knock him out. And say Bolt for Gabi.
All right. Very advanced tactic that he's doing. He's ramping, or being able to ramp, but at the same time he's also going to be rolling not the traditional 6, but more of a 7 dice that he's be rolling next turn. Very efficient roll, very efficient turn. He's going to be basically using most, if not all, the dice he's able to use, and still buy a pretty strong early game card.
Two kobolds.
Alright, so 2 kobolds are going to be purchased.
These are down here, right?
Yes.
So I can't use Professor X.
You can use it on his turn, yes.
I don't know, man. There we go.
Then I will.
You got a Gavi.
So go.
Alright, so we'll see. That's during the end of the main phase, he'll use Professor X, and that was during the turn of Mike. So Mike will be able to do the same thing after Jason passes the priority. Let's see what he does. He did go for an early Gobby play. Whew. So assuming that that is going to be the cornerstone of his strategy, we're going to see a lot of ramping and Gobby and psychic fielding in general. But let's see what he rerolls.
You made that map, didn't you?
Yeah, I designed it.
Did you go to that inkplaymats.com or something like
No, I
that?
did. I did this one at another place.
Oh, okay.
I tried to have one made by them and they refused.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it a picture illustration
Yeah, it was a
problem?
picture, yeah.
Oh, it's
They
illustration.
decided that I didn't have the rights to use it. I'm like, kidding me?
I think Kinko's has the rights. You might want to check Kinko's. They'll usually print if you need printing.
Kinko's will make nothing.
I think they'll print on them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. You'll have to check me on that, but I know that I've needed something customized in the past. I used Kinko's for like printing on sticker paper, things that you can, stuff like that.
Alright, spend 3 for Black Manta.
Oh, looks like he's gonna be buying a Black Manta. He does have those 3 fists. Oh, he's splitting up his energy actually. See if he can do something more efficient. That way he can utilize his energy to his full potential. Alright.
Villainous Pack Global.
Villainous Pack Global. That's going to allow him to put Gobby immediately in his bag, and therefore stopping him from having to be convoluted with a bunch of sidekicks. Very good timing for that kind of turn, especially if you know you're going to be buying a card, not a card, but a dice that you're going to be using. At the same time, you'll be able to cut down a lot of sidekick, because at this point, it's a lot of fodder that you're going to have to be dealing with. And let's see what our opponent has.
You roll these three? Oh.
Alright, so here's his reroll.
Build that. Okay, so two kobolds.
Buy 2 more kobolds. So we do have a lot of kobolds coming out this turn. He's gonna. Now it's just a matter of being able to field them. I mean, if you do take a look at, there is an alarming amount of dice being purchased this turn. You see, Jason, he bought just the 1 Gobby, but for our other player, he's already 4 dice deep in his dice bag that he's making. So let's see how that turns out. I bought 2. Alright, so he's going to be rolling that total, and let's see what he rolls. Murray828 says, with playing 8 characters, do you have to have at least 1 dice per character, or can you play a card without any dice on it? So in the rules, technically it does state that there at least has to be 1 dice per assigned character card that you bring. So things like a global that you want to bring, you do have to have 1 dice assigned to it. I know that's a problem sometimes because people want to bring maybe 4 copies of a dice, and they're not able to incorporate that just based on the fact that you're only allotted 20 in your deck building. But yeah, to answer your question, short but sweet.
I have a second
1 character card, 1 dice per character card minimum. You must.
3, 4. Actually,
Having decision what he wants to roll. Let's see.
No, he already rerolled.
Oh, you rerolled already.
Give me
Okay.
4 Manta.
So looks like he's gonna have he's 2 Manta deep in that bag.
Okay. Pass priority on my turn.
And he's gonna pass priority,
Good.
and he doesn't have any energy to act, so he's gonna go ahead and refill his bag and just have copious amounts of dice to play with. He does have that Cone of Cold. He has those kobolds. So let's see what he does. He does get 1 kobold. That's the perfect amount he wants. If he's able to field that next turn, if it survives, he'll be able to actually draw additional cards just based on having that kobold. We'll have to see how Jason reacts to how this is being played out. But there is, it's a very low-B centric team where you're buying a lot of low-cost characters and having just the largest dice bag out there, pretty much. And he's attacking with the sidekick, so let's see where he goes with that. Block with sidekick, so this turn Jason's gonna be able to roll with that. So he does PXG, and it looks like he's rolling with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice this turn. 2 of those being those black mantas. So let's see where that takes him.
Yeah, and this one, if you're in the top 100, you'll get
Okay, 2 sidekicks. 2 for 2 black mantas.
That's 2 damage, right?
No, it's when he's fielded. When the damage is done.
Usually just kill him.
Oh, was that mine? One of mine, or
I
your
think it
roll
was
over?
I think it was from when I emptied my.
Oh, okay.
I'll do red dragon global.
So he's gonna use his opponent's Red Dragon Global.
And pass priority.
Okay. So
I'm going to
Use
back
Red Dragon
with
Global.
5/5 Gabi. Alright.
Use the Red Dragon Global to buy invulnerability.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You paid 1 still, right?
Twice.
Yeah. So you put 2 energy for it. All right. So it looks like you drew 2. So you drew 2 additional.
I will next round.
You do now.
Oh, I do it now?
You do it now.
I was told I have to wait a round.
No, that's you do it now.
Okay.
We're good. I'm helping you, dude. All right. So that swarm effect. If he does have a card that's drawn out of the bag, he does get the additional energy. So he's having a large amount. There are so many words being put in my mouth. I'm just trying to help. So much. Whoa, whoa. All right.
They insulted each other.
Yeah, there's so much back and forth here.
I owed it the appropriate
So
moment.
much interaction. A heated game going on.
Keep it clean, guys. Family.
So many families involved.
My family is not here. And even still, I don't think they're.
All right,
Alright.
Sounds bitter, right?
we move on.
I don't know these.
I assume when you pick them all up.
I thought
So
I
this
was
is
cheating.
just an alarming amount of energy. We'll see that he does buy the Mind Flayer for maximum mind controlage, and he does buy a Red Dragon. So you see that during this turn, he's buying a lot of high value dice. Amazing. And oh, looks like another Dice Master walked in. Our friend.
50, 1 in the bag.
But let's get back to this match.
One sidekick.
3. You want me to roll that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I bolt another sidekick. Make it 2 cheap.
All right, so that was his roll and re-roll.
And that was a cockeye.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was like half on, half off, so I just.
Ah, okay. So here goes the re-roll. Let's see what he gets. And he does get the character face and a bunch of sidekicks. So that's going to be a lot of damage in his favor. We'll see just exactly how much.
Sidekick. Deal a 2/2 Gabi and delete 4.
Okay.
I'm not keeping up with life totals, am I?
It doesn't matter. It's
Jason has 20. Okay, so I'm half right. And Mike has a life total of 9.
9. Well, hold on. It's about to change, so hold on a second.
All right, no problem.
He's,
Got upside down 6. Let's call it that.
Pass priority. And I'll talk about it.
yeah.
All right, so it looks like he only has 1 defender. Assuming that he's going to be blocking.
5, 1, 3, 2, 2.
Assuming he's going to be blocking the highest attack, which is 3.
Yeah, so I will
2,
block
3,
here.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay, I'm
9.
going
Take
to
7.
hold on. So during globals, I will flip a sidekick to villain with Iron Man.
Alright, so this is actually the
And then a
global
Blue
phase
Eyes
during
Black Manta
that.
deal you 3 during globals from retaliation. For each villain, you take 1 damage.
Don't worry, guys,
Oh,
we'll
I didn't
rewind
knock him out.
this.
No, I knocked him out.
He
It was
knocked
a
him
Blue
out
Eyes
himself,
global.
yeah.
So you take 3, and then
Yeah, and then that's it.
then that goes
So that's
to-
Yeah.
7, right?
So what happened was that
Yeah.
after blockers were declared, what Jason did was he knocked out his own character. With that, retaliation is going to be.
I've got 1 casting cost. You ran faster than I did.
with PXD, you have to learn how to maximize PXD.
Yeah. So the reason behind that was you're rolling 4 dice per turn, right? Jason's rolling how much? You're rolling 6 turn 2, and then turn 3 you're rolling 8
7
or something like that.
turn 2.
Yeah, 7 turn 2, and then turn 3 you're rolling like 8, right?
So this
Because you're PXG
and
twice.
this helps
Yeah, I
you,
don't know that.
helps
I
you
don't
ramp,
have any of that set.
helps
Yeah.
you ramp faster.
So even
So that's
yeah.
probably one of the best
Or
cards
did you just
from that
you
set
just use all those
that a lot of
okay
people
right now?
use.
Oh, did I? Correct? Did I? Yeah. Yeah.
So in terms of ramping
monsters
So the only one
are
that would be
characters,
Exactly.
yeah, they're directly translated from WizKids.
There you go.
Because I know wording is important.
Oh yeah,
Step is over.
Like with the Cobalt
Mhm.
Adventure.
That's technically a beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
D&D and monsters affiliation. I'm there just means character for Yu-Gi-Oh.
So it's just
Yeah, so
four,
for Professor X, basically, I'm almost always gonna save 2 to 3 masks every turn in order to do the Professor X global.
hmm
Oh yeah, so because when you knock it out, that does damage.
Yes.
And then that gives, wow.
It's just one of those cards that's a 2 for 1. 1 energy for 2 energy later.
So with Kobold, if you combine that with this, you can do a pretty good ramp.
You'll be even faster back actually.
Yeah, I mean, I bought him first turn I got 2, second turn I got 2.
Mhm. Actually, what you should have done is first turn you can go ahead and buy like maybe even 3, and then ramp. You'll even if you buy 2, right? You'll have 2 energies left. You can roll instead of rolling 4 the second turn. You can probably roll 7 the next turn instead of on turn 2, just by saving the energy.
Because you only need 1 the first turn, because you don't want to pull 2 at the same time.
hmm
So if you buy 1 on the first turn, so then you on your third turn you just pull 1. On your second turn you can buy more. But if you buy 2 on the first turn, you might pull 2 on the third turn, so you don't get the swarm.
hmm
So the way the swarm works is if you have one in the field, if you draw in the beginning, you get to draw another one.
Yeah.
So if you draw 2,
I was told that you had to wait a turn.
That's for something else.
Before my
The only card I can think of that does that is Beholder. Beholder is it reserves it, but you actually have to wait.
It moves it over.
Yeah, almost 2 turns, not 1 turn. You know what I mean? But for this one, it's just the 1.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's.
well, he might have been trying to say that it has to be fielded.
Oh,
So if you draw it the first time,
Mhm.
you don't have it in the field.
No, I was pretty clear.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Well, a lot of the weakness with the kobolds is that they're just so they're fickle because I mean what Jason could have done because he knows that you're gonna draw them right next turn. You drew 1, you're definitely gonna draw the other 2. He could have just magic missiled it, KO, and then because that's a problem. They're really fragile. So a lot of the times, a lot of people will bring things like Paladin. That will Paladin Leslie Enclave. Yeah, they'll keep them safe from globals, and at the same time, you'll be able to block with them just like their regular characters without having to worry about relentless and a lot of fast interaction like this.
Yeah, this probably hurts you more than helps you
Mhm.
if you're trying to run kobolds.
So you might want to a good rethink of the basic actions because it'll actually be better if you had more ramp.
I had another. I brought the wrong
Mhm.
basic actions. I wanted to do vulnerability.
Yeah, but the basic idea of just a Lobby swarm is really popular, is really good.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting all the dice in at the same
I
time.
think what you could have done different in that game that would help you a lot is you shouldn't have blocked. You should have blocked Gabi.
That 5 damage is a lot.
I don't think I even had anything else.
You had a kobold.
The one kobold.
But because you let him through, you took 9 damage. You took 5 from him hitting you, and then 4 when I fielded him, and then 2 more when I attacked with him. So that's 9 damage right there, just because you didn't block him.
Yeah, but then I would have given up my kobold on the die. Well, I mean,
That's true.
it would have just basically bought me one additional round.
What do I want to do with my life?
Well, Gabi, anybody with wind fielded like Storm, Gabi, do you have anything else?
Yeah, that's why I bought the
Yeah.
player. I was gonna
Yeah.
try and
Basically, you
lock
just
them
want
up.
to chump block them, keep them on the field the whole time, never knock them out,
Yeah.
no matter what.
So that's fine. So cards like Gabi, cards like Serena, they're really strong early game. They're the best at what they do. So you have to
They're the meta cards.
you gotta transition into late game if you're gonna be playing against that if you're not running it yourself. So things like slowing down the game, more control is what you really want.
How do you do that?
A lot of people use the control cards, so things like Constantine Hellblazer, one of the best control cards in the game. Really hard to get though.
I'll shut down any wind fielded.
Yeah, it'll shut down Gobbies as long as you're paying attention to what the opponent is drawing on his dice. Things like what did I say before? Human Paladin, Lesser Emerald Enclave. That card's very controlly because it allows you to have a lot of durable dice on the field. Things like Millennium Puzzle are really good for control because you'll be able to remove particular key cards, game-winning cards. Things like Iceman that get strong all of a sudden. You'll be able to just get them out of there and kind of win through like a mid-late game is what you're looking for, as opposed to an early game rush. Because especially with this, he just has a superior early game rush just based on the fact he has the Blue Eyes, he has the Green Goblin. They just synergize so well early game. There's honestly nothing you can do in terms of trying to keep up with the damage. You just have to ride out the game and just drag it through the mud because transition and keep on the field. Yeah.
At all costs.
So things like Distraction, that's also a control kind of card. It'll allow you to slow the pace of the game. So those are the kind of cards you're going to be looking for if you're going to be running more of a long game. A lot of control cards. Things like Jinzo as well. A lot of control, making sure they don't do all these things like Beast. Beast is also a really good control card, Genetic Expert. I believe it comes in the starter of Uncanny. So a lot of cards like that.
AVX.
Oh, is it AVX? Yeah, you're right, yeah. But just a lot of control cards, and you can really deal with just the early game onslaught of these cards because they're so potent in early game. It's really hard to keep up damage.
It just seems like I'm committing quite a bit of my force to early game.
Mhm.
Or, filling in a lot of these slots with early game stuff.
Mhm.
Well, because you're doing Swarm, and Swarm takes a few turns to build up.
Yeah, Swarm
So
is
you have
actually
to
a mid,
save-
kind of
you
a
have-
mid game kind of thing,
Yeah,
to
you're
be
gonna
honest.
have to hold off early attack before you can get Swarm up and running.
Mhm.
But as far as Professor X and Green Goblin, because you're still newer, you just need to watch some veteran players, see how they play against it, and use Professor X. And you'll learn really fast because that's like a basic of the game is how to play against Gabi, how to play with Professor X. Basically,
I'm trying to figure stuff out too right now.
the rule of thumb is just keep them on the field at all times.
Oh no.
Oh. How are those Serenas turning out with that
They're still in,
Hellblazer fielded? Who's he calling?
He called out Hulk and then he switched to Serena.
Oh, that's good.
The first thing I usually do, man.
So congratulations. Let me go ahead and switch the camera back. So congratulations. Which one?
Is it center?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. And I'm gonna redo everything afterwards. So congratulations to Jason for winning that first round against our friend Tim. We do have another match going to the right of me. maybe your left, but my right. And it looks like it's 20 to is that 15? 13 actually. So let's see.
Yeah, but the way
Talking about a match off camera is a little awkward, but okay. Oh, shout outs to Kelly Davies for joining us on the stream. Hola guys. Turn 1 Polymorph, turn 2 Constantine, turn 3 Jinzo, screw Constantine. So lay the smackdown on the mid-range Constantine with 4 Serenas. To do that, we do welcome into the stream Kelly Davies. Really happy to see you on stream. And also shout outs to Murray 828 for sticking it with us. Thank you, Murray. So you guys saw that match. It's a typical meta build. Meta being, the best cards or the most value cards, I would call it in the game. Let's see. Actually, Kelly Davis. It depends. But I mean, if you're playing in a competition, it's meta or nothing.
Yeah, everybody's, yeah.
But a lot of fun. If you're gonna have fun, then there are a lot of creative ideas there that exist. Kelly Davies, who cares? Field them all and lay the smackdown with the Serenas after. Serenas is a strong card. We do love Serena here. One of the meta cards. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So it looks like actually in the game to my right.
I got decimated.
Oh, you brought the Mind Flayer out again this week?
Yeah, and I actually bought them. Oh, good. But I didn't get to do it. Because I was going to use that to lock up Dobby. But I couldn't get to it fast enough.
You might even be able to buy Mind Flayer turn 2.
That's what I was trying to get to. But
You didn't get them?
I didn't get them. I just the dice fell.
The dice. The
They
dice.
just weren't there.
They're not there, yeah. They're always not there.
I already got it. It's in my box, yeah. Hi, by the way.
Hey, Dad. Welcome to the store. Again.
Oh, murder your own guy? Murder my own guy. Okay.
So you pay 1 for 2 less, so pay 1 to buy and if my hand step is over.
I'm just kidding. That card there is like 40 bucks. Really? That's no way, really?
Alright.
It's going second round. What? No way. That's the rare.
So your idea for this D&D, what are you looking for to be your win condition?
I know, right?
Take 1.
Damage to the other guy.
Okay, but what card do you really want to get out?
It depends on what they're doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
if they have a card that they're
that's
gonna
true, but
recycle a lot,
it's good to have a plan that you're gonna dedicate to. Like Jason, his plan is to immediately buy Green Goblins to have Black Mantis fielded so that he can do a bunch of damage and thin out his bag with sidekicks fielded as well. That's like his end game. Like in your head, what do you think your end game would be for this one?
well, I mean, as far as that,
Just have like Mind Flayers
being
to
able
capture.
to like control some of those cards, some of those dice that he's cycling a lot, like he's
Yes.
dependent on, like his critical ones.
Mhm.
Lock those up while trying to get to the red dragon where I can breathe and do
Okay, so
all kinds of
so end game is Red Dragon. What do you call
or
it?
even go with my action, have the action dice there to help.
Red Dragon's pretty good for win condition. He has the breath weapon there, correct?
Yes, he does. 3. And he's
3.
an 8/8.
Yeah.
So he's
Really, yeah,
and
he's
then
really
helps me
potent.
Get these action dice out,
Mhm.
and then I chose action dice.
So if you really look,
actually do damage to characters. So
if you're looking to have a really good like thing like that, have you considered what is his name? What's that dragon? Dragon Lord? Is that the card?
no, you're talking the dragon. Dragonborn.
Dragon, yeah, something like that.
The Dragonborns, yeah,
Yeah.
that make it cheaper.
Yeah,
The thing is, they're 5,
there's a 4-cost one.
but it doesn't lower this significantly.
Yeah, it lowers it to 1, right?
Lowers it by 1.
And
whereas
then-
one's lower it by 2 and
Yeah.
buff your dragon.
Yeah.
But
Did you
they're
get
5.
a Professor X in your Uncanny?
I did.
That could make your dragon
Not
cheaper
that
too.
one. I got
Oh,
the
you got
one
the
that is
other one.
heroic.
Dang, that's the worst one.
It's not my luck, dude.
I know, right?
I get the absolute worst things. I have to like.
Yeah.
It's just buy a box. And
I do like the Mind Flayer though,
the Mind Flayer is
because
just,
he's cost 5 and he's already a win condition by himself. You tried out
no,
capture
you can't
before,
win
right?
with just
You can. Yeah, you can.
I can
Because Mind Flayer, what he does is he captures the dice, right? And then you can attack with that dice.
and you just capture. I don't think you can attack with that.
No, that's how the
can't use
mechanic.
it.
Yeah, you can. That's how capture mechanic works. So a capture mechanic works that you capture the dice, right? From there on, when you attack, yes, when you assign to attack, what you do is you actually assign the captured dice to attack. So it's like you're turning your own monster against them. After they die, they go to their I believe KO pile. So even though you attack with the Mind Flayer, what's gonna happen is that it's theirs. I think it's a special rule for capture. I'll double check on that, but I know for a fact for that capture, you basically send them out to attack, right?
So I was under the impression that my king power, you get last action. I didn't get to use it.
Oh no, you could use it. Yeah, you could use it. That's how capture. So you're using basically half of the Mind Flayer's power. It's a really good card. It really is. It's just a matter of capturing that dice, attacking it with them, and then they'll take the damage from it. If you have a card that will.
How does this work? If there's no villain in play,
So he rolled 2 stars.
but I rolled a double asterisk.
Is it 1 damage or
Deal 3 damage instead if that player has a villain in play.
So does it
Oh. No, it goes to the original one.
Oh, it goes to the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if not, then it says if. If he doesn't, then it goes back to the first one. It doesn't go. You know what I mean? You have to roll that specific effect to get that specific thing. What was I saying? But yeah,
But then I was
captures.
also thinking about limited wish and resurrection to when I buy the die, move it from here to here.
Yes.
Like just trade it out with like kobolds or psychics.
Oh yeah.
Or
Things like polymorph actually work really well with kobolds because you're able to have the energy, 2 cycle up and down, and for 3 if you have the kobold, you'll be able to pay all the energy for it pretty much.
So I was thinking of using the characters as basically just a barrier, focusing on doing damage with the
Oh really?
because it just seems like every time what it is, it just seems like the game is build like an army, a line of guys, kind of ping at my guys, make sure I don't have any, and then just attack them after like.
Yeah, I did create that. I'm not sure if you saw. Do you saw the basic action deck that I made, right, or the thing that I made? So basically, it's Magic Missile and like Power Bolt or something, right, or something else. And what you do is you actually have you incorporates almost all the sets because they each have interactions with action dice. So things like Wizard Elf or Elf Wizard. That one, every time it's assigned to attack, you can get 1 action dice from the use pile and put it in prep. So it's like you can double use pretty much. Things like Lex Luthor from that one, you reroll it if it's action. Yeah. So if you're gonna focus on that, then it's good to focus on that too. Yeah, it's like you're trying to do multiple things in one deck. But I mean, if you're gonna focus on a win condition, I guess either the dragons are really popular because you'll have blue dragon, green dragon, really cheap. Will clear the field. It'll make all these sidekicks useless because they won't be fielded when Gobby comes up. So yeah, so dragon, yeah. So I mean, cheapest dragon's like 4, right? If you buy a humanoid dragon or dragon humanoid, that's gonna cost 3. That's gonna be way cheaper, and then you can easily pay the best weapon, all that stuff. So dragon decks in terms of D&D are really really strong. Things like
it's just against this kind of stuff. There's no.
Yeah, well, Dragon deck will wreck this.
No, I won't even get a chance.
You will.
Because he'll get all his stuff out before I do.
Yeah, as long as you have the distraction, Dragon decks are the weakness actually of Gobby decks. They really are. Because they won't have sidekicks, and they'll have to try to get that Gobby off the field. But Gobby doesn't have a 1 defense. You know what I mean? Gobby all the time is either 2 or 3. So anytime you breath weapon, and then you can distract yourself during that time, you can make sure that you hit them for 1, you clear their field, you keep the Gobby on the field, and you still have a body. So that's one of the things, because Green Goblin, that's one of the problems he is that he's a 2 defense. you want a really weak Gobby so that you can knock out, roll, knock out, roll, knock out, roll. That's like the pattern. But if you really made a dragon deck, because D&D is really popular for their dragon deck, you'll have a lot more control over the pace of the game.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, I'm gonna pay the 1.
All right, looks.
I was trying to do something where I was using a couple cards for everything, but it's not really.
I really do like that Sturge too, because in Unlimited, it's pretty much unblockable. So yeah, so things like that would actually also benefit from things like Iceman, because what he'll do is you'll pay the bolt, and then you can make anything a bolt, right? So what you can do during damage after blockers are declared, assuming Surge isn't unblocked, right? Any sidekicks that you rolled that turn, you can turn to bolts, and then cards like this, where you pay 1, target character gets 1 attack, all of a sudden that Sturge is swinging for like 6 more damage just based on having a bunch of sidekick cards.
Or anger issues.
Yeah, things like that is really good.
And then mixed with this kind of stuff.
So anger issues is what is it called? It's a fist, right? A fist energy. I think it's a fist energy that you pay in order to increase the damage.
I was talking about actually purchasing the dice and rolling it to get +3.
Oh yeah, that too. But this is faster. That's the thing. It's faster to always strengthen at that time. But for things like Sturge, I mean, if you do have those, you know, like whatever you want to focus on, just make sure that you have a clear idea. Sturge is by itself makes a pretty solid deck. Red Dragon with the support cards makes pretty solid. Same thing with Mind Flayer. But it's like you have elements of everything, so you don't have a real clear idea of what you're going to be purchasing in terms of just trying, as opposed to getting strong stuff. Yeah, it's all value. It's all good value, but it just needs more of a blueprint. You know what I mean? It looks like everyone's finished playing with their decks, so we will go on matchups. Let's see what our friendly local video game. Robert is playing Jeff. Jason's playing Patrick. Ken's playing Matt. James is playing Michael.
Yeah, you get your rematch.
I believe that's 8.
I'm on a losing streak so far, so.
So Kelly Davies, let's see what he has to say. This is why I watch feeds, seeing amazing people out there play same old crap, play across all cards. Lord of D, oh yes. And you can use his global to roll any sidekicks to bolts. That is the Iceman, so good for that. So let's see who else is going to be playing. Uh-oh. Let's see who's going to have their turn on the stream. Alright, so let's switch back to the table cam. Which one? Oh yeah? Sorry. Perfect. Alright. So on the right side, we have the Jason 2.0. It's actually James here, James G. I'm pretty sure that the older version is 1.0 and the newer version is 2.0. That's how it works. That's basic mathematics and computers.
My name is not Jason Gardner.
All right. I'm not gonna put 2.0. You want me to put Jason G 2.0? All right. No. We'll do James. James G 1.0. How about that? There you go.
10.0.
I can trying to type and I fail at typing.
I have.
There you go. There you go. James G 1.0.
The stream, make sure you tell the stream.
Thank you, Kelly Davies, for the nice mat. It is my trademark mat that I do have, that I own. Trademark mat. It's my Doge mat. Every game that I play, I try to have it either hidden somewhere or underneath another mat, but it is my favorite mat that I paid for. And let's see how this game goes.
What kind of max I could do?
Alright, so this time Mike is going to be able to go first. I know last time the game he wasn't able to, but that's going to change this time. Earthquake,
Yeah,
don't worry.
We keep kicking that. Sorry.
Alright, no problem. It's fixed easily. Production value is being done at a minimum. Alright, so let's see what his turn 1's going to be.
My first roll.
It looks like there is actually no PXGs this game, so we're going to have a more long, drawn-out game, just based on the fact that there isn't any PXGs available to be played.
5 black mana for 2 less.
I don't know, but Rain City Jenna does know Jason personally, so I'm sure that you may have. I'm sure you may have.
Resurrection Global.
She's given multiple thumbs ups and just approvals. Congratulations. So congratulations to Jason for winning that last one. Let's see if James G 1.0 can match.
Can you stop calling 1.0?
Alright, I'll race it then. You don't want to be called 1.0? You don't have to be called 1.0. Really easy. James G. Done. Alright, so we do have the one failed sidekick. 1 shield for the resurrection.
I will. Lightning bolt. So I will magic missile one of them. And then that's. Then my turn? What am I gonna get?
A sidekick. What did you buy?
Didn't buy anything.
Ah, I see, that's why. So, 5 energy. Let's see what he decides to do with that.
So, Blue Eyes Global.
Buy 3 kobolds.
Yeah, 3 kobolds. Pretty strong play for making sure that he's going to be drawing that this turn. And he's considering to knock out all these sidekicks, but... Oh, and he will attack, so he'll block it. And it looks like he is going to be rolling every single one of his dice, so let's see if he decides to make a big purchase with this.
Nothing I wanted.
He does roll back 3 more of those sidekicks, so...
This is what you call resurrection.
It's one form of it.
Let's see what he does.
Not if I won't carry it.
Well, I tried.
Alright, so he does buy the dead man. I would have been surprised to see if he actually held back 1 energy, knowing that he does have an empty bag so that he can guarantee to draw that next turn.
Attack, no attack?
But looks like he's not declaring an attack. He's going to keep his bag thin. That'll be nice for when he's able to draw cards later.
You always have to stay fit.
It is. That is very much so. Alright, so let's see. We have Mike. He does draw 2 of his kobolds. So hopefully, we do know there's 1 more in there, just hiding. If he keeps that kobold field, then next turn he'll be able to draw that additional dice. So, lots of energy available to him. Let's see what he rerolls. He's gonna reroll the 2, and he does upgrade from 1 energy to a 2 energy kobold. So that'll be really good for him to purchase something pretty valuable. Alright, so he does purchase the last of his kobolds, so he does have 4 total now, active. Counting up his energy, and buying a Mind Flayer.
Oh yeah, you found it!
You gotta charge him.
Is that the one you wanted to play?
I wanted to use her said constancy.
Ah.
I don't know. What's the ruling here? What's the ruling? Can I allow him to do that?
I'm pretty sure that the game started already. But we'll see afterwards. You've already done drafting. Alright, priority and the turn is being passed, so let's see what he draws out of his bag. It should be empty. So let's see the 4. There might be a dead man in there. Oh, there you go. We have the dead man out. He does have that that ability, that dead man ability. That's he does reroll the dead man, and it does come out double.
No, not even double.
Oh, not even double.
It's the same size.
It comes single shield, so that is a 1 out of 6 chance. Twice that he got the worst side he could probably get. But he does buy a pretty big purchase of that. So let's see what happens. We know that he's going to be drawing a kobold, so now he'll be able to draw 1 more. Alright, so rolling with 5 this turn. you're gonna see that a lot in a lot of these games without PXG. You'll see. I'm talking about that wall that does come out, that sidekick wall that later on in the mid to late game people are gonna be trying to field that in order to be able to one, thin their bag, and two, also have just bodies on the field. You'll be able to kind of mitigate a lot of damage just based on what you decide to block or not to block.
I just have a dollar.
We will do the Red Dragon Global.
Alright, so we are going to have 1 damage being taken on the right side by James G.
The Resurrection.
1. 19. That made no sense at all whatsoever.
So, just out of curiosity, if I Resurrection is Global and I don't have to be in my bag.
So what happens is only what you didn't roll this turn. So he's going to do that because Resurrectioning on the right time helps you to cut a lot of the BS in your bag, which is sidekicks for most of the time. And he does draw that Mind Flayer out, so we'll see what he decides what to do.
Yeah, that's why it's bad. Okay.
Kelly Davies, thank you for shout-outs to my Matt. Such Matt.
Why is this bag so hot?
And yeah,
Very.
I can't use this, so it's gonna go bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, it says that.
Okay, I'll hold on to it then. If you attack me.
Shoutouts again to our viewers here, Beast JC, Comic Care University, and Murray828 for sticking it with us. Murray, we love you.
Say 2, feel 10, I'll do 6 damage to Cobalt.
Alright, so Green Arrow's ability is that he does twice the level he is. And that is going to be 6, so he's going to be taking that raw 5. Oh, sorry. He'll be taking the raw 5, but he took 6 damage from the other thing. 5-point player 1 will be at 15.
Is that the sleeve?
Yes.
Not very good.
Oh. Alright, looks like a bunch of energy and a couple kobolds. We do know that there is going to be a kobold coming up in that bag once it's refilled. But we'll have to see what he decides.
I'll build that one, reroll these 2.
Oh,
So he's going to reroll and then go ahead and...
My player wants to get on the field and play.
What?
4.
So, alright, so X23 is going to be bought. There's a lot of dice that's going to be in this bag. And it looks like he's not actually going to be playing the Mind Flayer this turn. He opted to probably get energy this turn or something different like that. I figured. We're bigger, but let's see. We do have the Dead Man drawn out by the other side. But let's see if it rolls not shield side this turn. Alright, so it does roll the 1 shield.
I want to die.
Alright, so I don't know if that's a tournament sanctioned rule,
No, we're not playing.
but
Let's
just
look at the bubble.
yeah, it's so heavy on the shield side. Alright, so let's see what it's gonna do. Bye, Dad. The stream says bye. It doesn't. It doesn't care about you.
So, which one of my 1/1
Alright, Murray.
attack or block?
Which one? Which one? What does it say? When fielded, choose a character. That character cannot attack or block until character.
On the field.
Yeah, character. So.
Robert let me call that Hulk and Hulk was on the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hulk was in.
Oh, yeah, because it's a 1 active ability.
Yeah.
So what are you choosing?
Yeah, exactly.
At what point would I do
X23? Okay, so X23 cannot attack or what? Or block? Okay. Until
Can't
dead.
block anything.
Do resurrection.
Yeah. So resurrection's being done.
You have a rare blue line? Where'd you get it?
There's about like 5 packs from Frank's.
Whoa!
Are you kidding me? Freaking Magic Fingers Arthur.
Magic Fingers Arthur.
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa! First hand experience. First hand experience. Hand. Hand.
What's wrong with that voice?
Oh, it's on purpose. All right, Murray. 828. Don't have much opportunity to play, so I got to get my Dice Master fix somehow, and we're glad that you come here for your fix because you know. We're really trying to reinvigorate the community by just putting just endless amounts of content out there. We don't know where it's gonna go, but hopefully we can turn this into a larger scene because that's what we're looking for. We're trying to play Dice Masters every Thursday. We want to be Dice Masters Thursday to the sister of Magic Fridays. So as hard as that's going to be, we're going to be playing here every single Thursday and try our best to give content to you guys. So thank you guys for joining us.
You don't sound very happy saying
Let's see. We do have a lot of energy being rolled on the Doge side.
like 2 magic missiles.
And 2 magic missiles are indeed being bought. However, I am curious to the decision of that, since he does have a red dragon. He would have been able to utilize that power. And at the same time deal 1 damage. However, that wasn't the case here. He chose to spend the extra energy. But we'll see what's going to be going on next.
I don't play to win, I play to be nice.
Play to win. Win nicely.
I win nicely and clean, I don't play dirty.
I believe that's how it
Unless
works.
it's arena. Then I play really dirty.
Oh, and I haven't said it yet. Shoutouts to you, Murray828, for joining us today.
2 for vulnerability.
Alright, so we are going to shoot Resurrection, and he does get... Swarm only works during the draw phase. This is main phase.
Okay. So that was sad.
That's the one you didn't want to draw.
That's the one I didn't want to draw.
Correct.
And then so I'm spending 3 will buy Sturge.
Alright, and we do know that Sturge in Unlimited is basically an unblockable card.
It's a what?
This is the super rare, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so if Sturge attacks alone.
It cannot be done.
Yes.
So when can they...
It is your turn.
So it's just till the end of the turn. So I didn't do anything.
Oh, and see that green arrow is very prevalent in this game. It's been doing a lot of work.
You didn't do anything for me, only done 1 thing.
There we go. So we do have a level 2. So once that's fielded, that's going to be able to do 4 damage to it. To a kobold. So that's going to go to prep. That's more energy for him to roll next turn. Let's see what he decides to do. He's going to attack. And that's going to block. Which one? Oh, you zapped him?
Okay.
Yes. Very clutch move. He decided to kill his own character, therefore allowing him to be able to use the effect again. When fielded effects, what happens is if you KO your character, you're able to use it, just more than the 1 time. A lot of people take advantage of that by either having magic missiles or things like Blue Eyes White Dragon, things that will clear themselves from the field. It'll really help.
Here's a question.
Sure.
If I capture his dead man,
Yes.
I then get to choose one of his characters, then I'll get to attack her.
No, what happens is once Dead Man is captured, he's technically... Yeah, he's not on the field. He's inactive. So he just won't have his effect.
Oh no.
So then X23 will be able to attack.
Yes.
Will we roll these 3?
Sure. Whatever you want to do. It's your dice.
Dies.
Die? These? Die.
Dies for right?
It's a little morbid to say it's your die.
Dies plural, right?
I don't know. You'll have to consult Webster. Webster Merriam.
Let's ask
I'll do that. I'll capture your dead man.
Alright, so Deadman is going to be captured, so technically that's no longer active. What's going to happen is Deadman will be underneath that dice.
Then I can't build this.
You want to take this dead man today?
I'll take the... No, I want this one, because that one rolls bad.
You have the bad one.
Strategically capturing. Wait, I'm attacking. I'm attacking.
Alright, so 2 attack, 2 is being blocked. Those two die. Those two die.
Only rolled. Oh.
All right.
Oh, 3.
So after the attack, blockers are declared,
Hold on.
and is that it?
Magic missiles gonna murder everything and everyone.
Let's see what happens.
Oh wow.
I'll deal 2 damage to Mind Flayer.
Okay.
And 3 damage with that to Mind Flayer.
Okay, so Manflyer's gonna be KO'd, and you'll get your character back. Now he's technically active again.
But he's not fielded, so
Oh yeah, let me see. When fielded, choose a character. That character cannot attack or block until the event is no longer
because I
active.
switched my
Is that
characters
Robert?
out of that.
I think that's technically true because he went out of play, and then he was no longer active. Then he is active.
Robert, need help.
Yeah, I think that's actually how it works.
The villain?
What is Robert busy right now? Yeah, I think he is. We have a quick question. All right, so Deadman was on the field. He has a well active ability.
We take
Oh, here.
1, 2, 3 for retaliation.
So Deadman, he was on the field. He has a well active ability. In between time, he was captured by Mind Flayer, making him inactive and out of the game. Correct?
Captured means you're out of play.
Yes. Now Mind Flayer was just KO'd,
Okay.
and now Deadman comes back.
Comes back to wherever he originally was captured from.
So he's captured from the field.
So does he get to pick another character, or does the character go back
No,
to
that is
being
that is not considered a win-fielded condition.
There we go. Okay. So only when fielded. So now,
Same as polymorph. When you polymorph in, that's not considered a fielding condition.
all right. So now you've basically disarmed his.
I basically nullified his
You've disarmed the Deadman until he's dead.
real roundabout way.
Until he's dead.
Yeah. So then.
How about these?
Yeah.
And
All right. So Deadman is attacking. Let's see if that's. All right. That's gonna be
come on,
chumped.
jug up your die, so it's +5 and die
Okay.
miserably. And that's it.
Fast priority to you?
All right.
What happened?
He pumped my guy up so that it would kill his dead man.
Oh.
Even though it didn't matter dead.
He's not dead.
Why
Well,
is
he's
he
kind
called
of
dead
dead.
man? Looks like it's
He's
dumb.
like in limbo.
in limbo.
Isn't Kobold have one attack?
One. And so +2.
Oh, I see. I see.
He attacked on defending.
I see. That's a good idea.
There we go.
There's just endless amounts of energy right here.
I learned from Mom.
Beast JC gives me a left side slash, so that's technically not a backslash. That's a forward slash. So thank you for the forward slash, Beast JC. Always good to have activity on the chat stream, regardless of whether I can talk about what you've just wrote or not. Sometimes I'll be able to go on a rant. Just based on something that they'll say, like something that you'll mention. But other times, if you're just typing a backslash, what can I say, that will be just positive,
I think by
positive conversation for us to have.
that's so blurry.
Shout out to you, Beast JC. That forward slash means a lot more than you think. Here at Dice Masters 101 in Comic Hero University, Fulgen.
He's like jumping.
There is a lot of energy, so he does opt to buy the red dragon. Win all energy. It's pretty hard. He went pretty hard. He went pretty hard on energy. So we do know that if you do buy something big, the less characters you roll, the less bodies you have to block you. But I mean, in terms of attack, there isn't really something super high in terms of damage that you have to worry about, as opposed to the Green Arrow. You do have 15 life, which is a good resource that you're able to tap into every time you want to buy something.
How come his is like red rock hand?
Which one? This? Oh no, it's only I can see that. It's part of the program.
By Spider-Man.
Alright, so Spider-Man is being bought,
And then
and
Resurrection.
PX. Oh no, Resurrection. Oh wow, you bought 2 Mind Flayers.
Yeah, the team. The whole retaliation team needs a couple more people
I
to
can-
be effective.
I can see though why you just run a cheap retaliation. You just crack, 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 crack.
Let's see if I can get this focus a little bit more focused. Okay, guys. Oh, that's way better. I don't know why I did not do that. I should have been way focused a long time ago before. Now it is.
Going shopping.
Yeah.
Let's
Well, actually, I'm trying a new thing here.
Doesn't Constantine? He's
Vulnerability and Iceman.
Yeah.
He's another life
do. Vulnerability and Iceman.
You're pretty big on that life stuff.
I love characters
Basically,
who
just
give
knock
life.
them out, but they come back.
Why don't you have a must attack card then?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's my
Well, they only
attacker,
come back
my life
when
team.
they're attacking.
I see.
But I haven't got to try it yet.
No, I bought those.
Usually, I have
Oh,
I have the green stripe
You
Constantine.
should see my life team.
I have a life team too.
He played against it.
I went from 3 to 20 in like
Yeah.
a few turns. It's pretty potent.
And then I've got Morphing Jar, or
I think I played it against Jeff. Did you play my life gain team or no?
version I use a Morphing
Life
Jar.
gain team that I brought? He's so angry at that life gain team. Yeah, from 5 to 20. It's the most frustrating thing. I felt so dirty playing that. Yeah, but if it goes to turns and everything.
It's not like it's a meta team.
Oh no, but it's just it's one of those games where you know, gaining life is very negative effect.
My life,
The way it is right now, it's kind
Build
of
the
like
player.
All right,
Capture your only die.
all right,
When I
captured.
have the other players,
Yes.
there's like 5 different ways I can come at you. Yeah, so it's really, you can't really defend against one thing. Like if you stop
sidekicks are
dodging,
no elements,
that's
right?
like half
Which
the
one?
damage I'm gonna deal
Sidekick.
to you.
What about them?
No elements.
No what?
Yeah, if you do
No
that, and there's
fist
like
or
4 of the
anything.
people that I'm
No.
shooting that
Why?
I'm worried about that you might not even see coming.
Oh, you need to do it one more time.
And then I'll
So for this
resurrection
one,
Warlock again.
so with these guys,
And then I will. I can attack with both.
No, you have to send the sidekick to attack.
Okay, so I'll send the sidekick to attack you.
Yeah, and then it goes to your prep, I believe.
I'm gonna zap him.
So he zaps his own sidekick, then it really goes to prep. There you go.
And doesn't try to kill me.
That's true. At least you weren't killed by your own dice. That would have been a travesty.
Come on, sidekick. Sidekick team.
You just
Oh.
have to have something to account for relentless.
yeah,
I did this one.
yeah, that's the.
Not relentless.
Oh, wow.
distraction.
Help me, please.
I mean, if I don't
Right,
have that,
200.
I'm just-
So magic missile does roll.
Shoot you twice.
Couple of Constantine's being.
Damage, right?
it all kind of hinges.
So what do we? We're at 13 now.
That's the
I
only
am at
way.
13.
All right.
Oh yeah,
So
that's the other thing. I have a removal
Come on,
card.
attack.
Yeah.
so from 15 to 13.
Which one?
I surrender.
The 4-cost one,
Yeah.
where you force one to attack.
The rare, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So
your
I would have got rid of
mom.
them.
Yeah.
From your
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 first
view,
attack set
mom.
with them.
Probably.
Then the,
But it's pretty iconic to the point where you're like, that's wow.
So get rid of them and
Wow,
also
It's very iconic.
Yeah, on my side. Just rock a sidekick or whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, Toad is
There's
my
the
favorite
reroll.
card.
yeah. A lot of people like the 5-top one more. Not everybody can.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
My healing team is also sort of against metas. Deadman handles folks and
I see.
Marvel
If you don't have
handles
enough people, they're gonna attack anyways. But it's
trying
really frustrating.
trying to
for
make
the
it
player.
anti-meta.
If you can build
Mhm.
a deck that can handle everybody attacking around,
Mind Flayer?
So Mind Flare is 3 damage. So you go from 19 to 16.
I haven't played with that yet, but now with the
Oh no, my dice.
I try to just
You can. Well, Justice League. If you're playing Justice League against Justice League, you can do okay with it.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
be mad if I go.
Well,
top.
you're never gonna win that.
it just took too long. Well, I gotta buy on. I have to buy one.
Wow, same reroll.
Oh yeah,
No,
the
this one was a
Justice
one-match.
League.
Oh, it's just a single?
It's a little
And they're
upgrade.
expensive, too.
Just one.
They're like
Do
5 or 6
resurrection.
really heavy.
I have to buy off of it.
I'll zap him twice.
I'm,
Nothing.
I want to test.
That's not true.
From
I want
here.
to test Aquaman.
That's true.
Well, that's true.
Because that's one more point.
I'll buy
Your
Palmer.
turn and bill it.
Can buy action.
That's it.
Surprised you didn't buy the magic missile.
Again, I'm a nice player.
All right.
And that's it.
Actually, I read in a draft. I was trying to pull a villain team, and I didn't get the Black Manta, but I did get the Aquaman. So I had to switch Aquaman every turn.
You're your big
Yeah,
dragon. We're trying
And
a
it
T,
worked.
huh? Make him level.
But if I get Aquaman,
All right. Looks like the red dragon
I don't
did
think he's gonna
roll,
take a place, so I want to test it just to see.
and we do have an empty field against this. So let's see what he's going to be deciding to do based on this dice rolls.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I always like to test if I have like an inkling of like if it somewhat works, even if I don't.
You didn't reroll, right?
Like Navi.
Oh, never mind.
There's
You,
no reroll yet. Not gonna
make sure
reroll,
the
but,
first thing you have to do is reroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First thing is roll, reroll, then you do whatever you want.
So this, I should really try it, but I mean,
It's hard when you're used to doing something like
and you know it's consistent.
Whoa. Too real, too fast.
You can handle this. You can handle this.
Well, if I can get it, I just have to go for it, and not worry about just take it out of learning.
All right. So he does go with the reroll, and let's see what he decides to do.
I calculate I can do.
Okay.
So like 50 damage easily with these
If you
combos.
can just keep going back.
Then I'll use one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Use his global. Use these three to buy this.
Right now.
Actually, I'm not sure now.
And
All right. So opts out to take no actions. We have a bunch of people watching the basketball game being played. I believe Golden State is playing. It's very not distracting, but it's kind of blurry to see. But we'll see what's going on.
Game 1 feeling Constantine.
All right, so he does gain 1, so he goes from. So you're at 16 now.
Oh, like watching NBA game.
NBA Jam.
Kobe Bryant.
No, NBA, at least they had bigger heads.
They have the big heads mode. Bill Clinton mode.
so I draw one extra.
Yes, just one.
Do I draw another?
Yes, one more. There you go.
Was that foul? I don't get that one. Number 11.
That was him?
Yeah, Clay Thompson.
Good or bad?
Will you reroll?
I'm gonna reroll.
All right.
He looks lighter on TV. Oh, dude, have you seen Klay Thompson's girlfriend?
So I heard the rest of it. More missed calls.
Reroll these two.
Get rid of them.
Oh, good.
I don't know what the hell that was.
I would Google it, but I have 9% battery.
Two. Build that. Build.
All right. Looks like there's a lot of things happening.
Oh, nice bluff.
We will
Fight for it.
we'll breathe for 3.
You breathe during your attack, so you have to attack. You have to declare attack first.
I'm sorry.
Push him forward.
So it's a pass priority.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. Okay,
No.
so attack
Yes,
phase.
sir.
I breathe.
I won.
There you go.
She's
So
hot,
breathe
right?
for 3.
So breathe for
You're
3.
getting-
So you take 3 damage, uncontested, and then what's that?
11. Okay.
Dude, his girlfriend is like
So
one of the
5,
hottest girls on the
6,
planet.
12, 15.
15. You added the 3 because he takes 3 health damage
He
too.
already did his health.
Oh, okay. So that's a game.
Look at the way her body
That's
is
a game.
built, man. It's like-
You got your revenge.
There you go.
Good game.
We have the GG this time. Mike A. Winning this time. So congratulations to Mike A.
That was
Mike
that was
A.
my very first
Can I
game.
stay on?
Yeah, it is. It is. So congratulations. You saw him on stream the first time. This time more of a laser focus in the game. So now we have Mike won, And now we have a round. I believe everyone's done, so we're gonna start with our round threes of the day. We'll see who's gonna be paired up with who, based on who wins, who losses, and good luck to all the players involved. For which one? Why?
I like a Doge. Yeah, you don't have a match, so.
All right. Sounds like time was just called.
Okay, so we got
Let's go!
against Robert.
Patrick versus Robert.
Jason against Ken.
Jason versus Ken.
Who's Ken?
Jeffrey versus Mike.
Who am I playing?
James versus Matt. I'm just repeating. I'm not remembering.
Who am I playing? Jason. Oh, I'm playing.
Yeah, you're playing Jason. Ken.
Jeffrey? Did you bring meta? You cheated?
Yeah.
We all moving.
I brought Iron Man.
You want me to come over there?
Who's moving?
No, I'll move.
All right. That's everyone's moving, right?
Matt told me to come over.
First base has gone down.
Oh, who's top dogs right now?
Patrick and Robert.
Patrick and Robert. Scooby Dooby Doo.
Jason, are we playing here?
Playing right here.
No, we're playing right here.
What's going on?
No, I said we're playing early.
Oh no.
No.
I was set up already.
Again?
You guys gotta play on camera.
Oh, there goes the
Patrick and
Matt.
Robert. I'm on camera. We're on camera.
You guys are all right. So we have. Are you 2-0? And I believe Robert, you're 2-0, correct?
Huh?
2-0.
Yes.
All right. So we do have our top dogs right now of the competition. Our two 2-0s that we have here. We're gonna be seeing a good old-fashioned face-off from them, and we'll see who is the top at half draft here at Kamakura University, Fullerton. You can come and visit us. We play Dice Masters here every Thursday at 5 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time.
League starting.
And yeah, we do have Worlds players here, so if you feel like meeting someone who's really serious about playing Dice Masters, at the same time, you know, we play, we have fun, and we casually try hard here, you know, because that's what it's all about.
Excellent.
And we have shout outs to Jason. Rain City Jenna says, Jason! There you go. You got your little shout outs there. And but here on the stream, we do have our
Is this your cheetah dog?
on the stream we have on the right side. So player 2, we do have
No, that's Mini Rocco. There's only about half of meta.
I can't believe you didn't say anything to Rocco.
Why would I want to say anything to him? I
Just
just
ask him how he did.
How'd you do?
What was your name again?
Just be like, oh man, I'll see you on Sunday.
How'd that meta do?
Yeah,
No, I'm not a jerk.
Don't be a jerk about it. Just be like, how'd you do?
Yeah, whatever.
How bad did you do? Just ask them that.
how about
Been like,
how'd you do?
How bad did you do? Did you do terribly?
Or you know what's an
Right?
honest question, but kind of
Scathing?
scathing at like, who'd you lose to?
Oh.
Oh.
You got psychics or action energy. Psychics or action energy. Okay.
Alright.
I got. You're up. All
Two
right.
psychics versus one. What was your name again, my friend? Patrick?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Like in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Patrick.
Which one is Patrick?
Okay, you got red.
Is that the yellow thing?
Yeah, that's Patrick Squarepants.
Alright.
He lives in a pineapple.
Under the sea.
There you go.
Oh my lord.
So 20-20, as per all standard Dice Masters tournament games. I'm a 20-20.
can you get my...
Where? Oh, your battle.
So it looks like we have a mix of D&D as well as some remnants of Yu-Gi-Oh,
Okay.
AVX.
Do a res. Correction. And pass clear.
There's the roll and the reroll.
There we go. That wasn't great, but what do I do?
So Constantine Hellblazer being bought as well as
Why not?
dealing.
And can I do anything? Oh, let's do that then. Alright. Pay one, these +1, and I pass priority.
Okay.
And go attack. Why not?
Alright, so Robert is gonna go ahead and take 2 damage for that.
At least I hit you. I don't think last time we played I hit you.
Alright,
Just wanted to
so
make sure I got that out of the way.
no perfects in this game anymore.
Drawing one.
Let's see, is there gonna be a kobold in the mix? No, there's not. Alright, so let's see. It's gonna be rolling 5 dice.
I will buy a blade knife.
So no reroll, and he's gonna go ahead and just purchase the sidekick. And he is resurrecting. Let's see if it's going to be a kobold, maybe? No, another sidekick die. So definitely kobold next turn. We know this because of the fact that he bought it, and it went in the bag. It can't go anywhere else. So there's the roll and reroll. 4 for a Human Torch.
Nothing. Nothing.
Priority on the turn is being passed, I believe, so we're going to see a kobold, and most likely a sidekick. Let's see all 5 being rolled now. And it is the energy side. Of course, kobolds being really good for not only their ability to swarm, but as well as their ability to generate a lot of energy just based on such a low cost dice. And he does go ahead and use that to buy a Hulk, the Green Goliath. For all of you guys who know, the Hulk Green Goliath is the one where every time he is pinged, he is dealing damage to the opposing characters on the field. So we see that he's taking that early action against the Human Torch, because we know that what's going to happen is Human Torch is going to be fielded, and then after he's fielded, there's going to be a lot of sidekicks or other particular characters are going to be dealing damage in that way.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna say 1.
Alright, so no reroll on the side of Patrick.
Yay! Then we are gonna pay 2. And we're gonna buy you.
Alright, so he does buy the Psylocke. Really happy to see that Psylocke being bought, because he does know that Hulk is a potential for coming up on the next turn after this one for Robert.
No cameras.
Alright, so a bunch of energy being rolled for on the side of Robert. Let's see.
1, 2, 3 kobolds.
So quite a bit of kobolds actually being purchased this time around. Really developing his bag, getting ready to make those big purchases for later on, as well as the ramp that's going to be potentially drawn. 1 resurrection. Oh, it would have been nice, really nice to see the kobold being drawn, because it would have guaranteed him to be able to hopefully draw more cards just based on having that swarm effect. Swarm really good for ramp when there is no Professor X Global in sight. And I believe he does roll quite a bit of characters.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna pay 1. Play, so we'll take a point.
Blue Eyes.
You'll take 2 more, and you can eliminate.
PXB.
Okay, so I take the. Let's do it one at a time. So I take the first one. And you do
So
it.
let's break this turn down.
Okay, so that's that. So now you feel the second one. I take another point. Where's the other point going? Another point of damage.
You have to deal it in general in order to get the effect. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
And then I take the third one. And where's the other point?
There you go.
So I'm down to 50.
Alright. It's really good to play out those times, because a lot of the times you'll have not enough defense really to just cover up the amount of damage that you want to do.
You name Hulk.
I do indeed.
You're at 15, Robert, correct?
Yes, I am.
Alright, thank you. So 15 to the 20. And we do see this develop bag. Does he draw the Hulk? No Hulk this turn, but we do know that the next roll definitely going to be Hulk in there. There's no way there's not a Hulk. There's also a what's the word? A kobold in there. That's definitely going to come out. So it'll be a good time to have that extra energy. Because when he does draw that Hulk, he's going to be needing the fielding costs, and also to offset, because if you're going to be fielding something expensive, it's going to kind of take away energy for you to buy something expensive. So it's going to be a lot harder to develop your bag just based on the limited amount of energy you're allowed to use per turn, especially in this kind of format where there's no Professor X. When there's no Professor X, Swarm is a lot more prevalent.
Must attack if your opponent controls the adventures, which you don't. Okay. So, no need to. You just
Go ahead and let that through, sir.
Okay, so you let that through. I'm going to pump him up twice with this.
Alright, so now it's for 3. So now we have our player on the left side, Patrick, taking 3 damage.
No, you took 3 damage.
He's keeping track of both lives.
On this one, you're that.
Alright, thank you.
There we go.
Actually, I'm going to make this go.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. So much decision going on around these tables. We do have 8 players here playing 4 separate games, so there's going to be a lot of concentration, and it is the last game of the day, I believe, correct? It might be the last game of the day, so we'll see how that works out.
So, you will make this through. Alright.
And pass forward.
One.
You already have priority to me, right?
Pass it again.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll wait.
Hey, girl.
One.
I'm done.
Oh no. First time ever.
Okay.
You're down 13.
Alright, so live update. After the fielding happened, now he has 13 left.
I really do a little bit.
Come on, you want to do it. Come on.
But I feel I need to buy something for this.
Come on, it's only what, 3, 6, 9, 10. Come on, put me down to 3.
Hmm.
So we'll put that there. And then we are going to attack. All of them are on the main step.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, what's that at?
4.
I take 4.
4 whole points.
I really do like seeing that attack. Alright, so so what happens is that with Hellblazer, the Hulk is not going to be able to attack this turn and be fielded, but other than that, he'll have the same dice effect, everything, just not be able to use it for 1 turn.
Okay.
Ain't gonna be cheap.
Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's an 8.
No, this one here.
Oh, that's a 9.
That's 9.
It's 9? Oh, wow.
9.
Sorry about that. It's 9?
9.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Oh my god, yes. I heard it. Oh man, so my comment is not. I put a comment on it. This is better than breathing air. I'm Fury. Oh yeah.
And we'll see the reroll. And a lot more energy on Robert's side. So, good thing he did get that shield. It looks like he's going to be using Resurrection for sure. And yes, he is using Resurrection. Very high chance for a Psychic dice since there's 6 in there. And yes, he does go ahead and draw one of those. Priority's being passed. And the turn is ended. Now let's see. The 3 Sidekick dice, as well as all the Sidekick dice he attacked with last turn returning to the bag.
Come on.
Most likely drawing sidekicks.
Yes.
Well, it won't work right now.
Yes. Field it.
It won't work right now.
Huh?
He's held.
No, that lasts at the end of my turn, so he's off now.
Yes.
Gone. Field it.
Now,
Field it.
now Hulk is able to do what he would like to do.
Oh.
Alright.
Attack?
Alright. Just the goading of the attack is real. it's real. the goading is like, come on, come on, come on. Oh my goodness.
Let's see what I want to do here.
Lots of energy roll. That's good. Let's see.
I think you want to attack.
No, I don't.
Like 99%.
Oh, okay.
17?
We have both players giving each other advice on how to play their their individual games. Hopefully in their favor, because
I wish I had a magic missile.
Iron Globals, I'm gonna use some
I will
vulnerability.
pass priority.
priority is being passed. No.
And no attack.
All right. So
Blue Eyes in. So it goes to back of the field. You take one retaliation.
Yeah, that was a magic, right?
I'm trying to follow it. Because your attack still went through, right?
No,
And then you can sack him or no?
no, this is before it goes through. I'm doing globals before.
Oh, before it goes. Oh, so I didn't take the damage yet.
No,
Okay.
So
That's the one
turn the
where
bill
you
in.
attack characters, right?
Blue Eyes in.
Yes.
Yeah. You found
Knocks
Oh.
out. Comes back.
So
So you take one. Blue Eyes in again.
True.
Take another one.
So another 2 damage? Or I take one.
Take
Everyone
two.
I take 2, right? Okay. Does that mean you get beamed twice then? For Hulk?
Alright, so after the first one, Green Goliath, so you knock him out already, so you take 2, so I don't have to spend this.
Let's pay the
And
one.
then you set him up again, so you get the
Yeah.
chaos.
Alley, go ahead. They all are at one defense each.
right, looks like
Actually, oh yeah, that's right.
progress happened while I was gone.
Down to 8.
Let's forget
Down to
you have
8?
any prep.
These three.
I'm like, yeah, that's easy.
Let's buy a cone of cold.
All right, so Cone of Cold is being purchased.
My main step is over.
Alright. Colossus. 2 sidekicks. And
My name.
technically,
No, no worries. Then I messed it.
once I pull,
My apologies. I messed it. You're up.
oh, I drew that, so I draw one more. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
I can knock this one. Well, you leave the Hulk last. It's just this is probably gonna have like that.
I've said this before on the stream, and I'll say it again. The biggest downside to Hulk or Constantine Hellblazer is remembering to use his ability. You have to keep track of your opponent's bag as well as remember to use it, because if not, that well-active ability isn't really getting any traction and use. And it looks like Robert's getting ready to make moves. He does have a lot of psychics fielded, trying to thin his bag a little out, and it looks like he's going to be, with all this energy, maybe either expanding his bag or trying to find a way that he'll be able to deal some damage, but just based on what he wants to do, I mean, we won't know until he does it. So priority is being passed. No globals on the other side.
When this monster attacks alone, any damage it deals in excess of the
Testing out right
defensive
now.
blockers
It's gonna work out.
So this is a card, or it is the Buster Blader solo act. When he attacks someone, he basically has a overcrush by himself.
Okay, so you're a 3, and my attack is a 3. Okay, since he was blocked, a 1 fist, 1 block character gets +2 attack, +2, +4, +6.
Alright.
So he takes.
Wait, blocked character.
Okay,
Yeah, right?
1 blocked
Okay.
character.
Cool, sorry.
So yeah, you take 6 damage.
I'm at 11. I was at 17.
Right, and he's KO'd. And you go down to 11. Okay. That was that.
Alright. So a little sneaky move there. You see he held back quite a bit of energy so that he can pull that off. goes from 17 to 11. And just one of the many tricks Robert has prepared for in this game.
Cool. That helps. Okay then. So.
Is LeBron dead?
Alright, Black Man
So. What
came
I'm
back
gonna
as a
do-
zombie.
Came back. Yeah.
Came back from the dead.
So I will need your
That's
assistance
priority.
Sure.
figuring out what is what.
All right.
Because I'm gonna field her.
Right.
I'm
Hmm.
also gonna pay 2 to knock the Hulk out.
Okay.
So I don't know what the order that happens.
You can do that first. Do that first.
Vulnerability.
Fielded.
Yeah. Knock out Hulk.
And my
Hulk's
turn.
knocked out. Alright.
Then you can assign the 1 damage based on
The one.
Human Torch.
Okay.
And then the torch.
Yes.
So I
So you'll take 1,
Right.
and then I'll knock out. Swarmy.
Swarmy.
All right.
I like that.
Then I'm going to. What are you at? 7?
I'm at 7.
He is at 7.
You're close. Alright. Then I'm
Oh,
going
wait.
to.
Yeah, how many lives is it?
Hey,
8?
One
Yeah,
short.
that's game.
we have nothing to hit him with.
I knew it was gonna fall, so.
There's no global.
Alright.
What's Constantine now? Sorry, 3.
3, yeah. I just. Shoot! I had one more way to knock somebody out. Alas, I am a day late, dollar short.
A day late.
So what would you like to do? Would you like to do the conical?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right. So,
I'm at least gonna make you reroll everything.
well, no.
It would have been really awesome.
Yeah. So there's no re-rolling. So
No, but it'll knock 3. You'll have to reroll your next turn.
Reroll your characters again, yeah.
So do your first. So you're going to do 1 damage to a character. Right. So what 1 damage do you want to do? To what character?
So it's 1, 2, and 3, right?
Right.
It's gonna be your sidekicks.
All the
You do-
sidekicks?
So he takes 1.
Yes.
He takes 2.
Yes.
He's going to take 3.
Yes.
I'm going to use this global to pay a mass to change the target of the action die to target 1. I'm going to target your there and knock him out because he takes 3.
What a jerk.
Ah, look at that.
Well, in that case, probably losing this hand.
What
I will
a
just go ahead.
what a sneaky
I will
storm.
pay my thing for the resurrection.
Okay.
Okay. Priority.
Alrighty.
And
So,
I name.
Ah, that's what he needed to do.
okay. So I draw 3. Draw 1. Plus another 1 for the kobold. So there's 1.
Where's
1 for the kobold.
And Kobold.
Okay. Alright. And roll all of this.
Oh, that's priority?
You're at 11, right?
I am.
Okay.
I don't think you should reroll a thing. That was great. Then again, maybe not.
Once again, our players giving each other advice how they should play their game, but everyone knows better, I'm sure.
I would
So in a surprise event, Robert does decide to keep the 1 energy Hulk and not field him.
Because he was called.
Yeah, he was called. I'm very surprised when that happened. I was pretty sure he was gonna do his best. So let's see what he decides to purchase with his energy, because that really caught me off guard.
Deal for 3. Okay.
Would you like to buy everything?
Let's let it. Let's let a energy.
I'll resurrect first.
And we do know, I believe there's a kobold in there, if memory serves. Oh no, huh? Oh, I see.
5140.
I mean, this is kind of what you expected from Golden State, right?
Ah, I see.
Did you watch game 2?
Yeah. The rock fight? Yeah.
That is a very clever move. I did not see that. Thank you, Rain City Jenna, for pointing that out to me. Rain City Jenna predicted the move. So thank you for that. I would have been really surprised if that was pulled off because the wool's completely over my eyes. But we'll see what he decides to do. We'll see what he decides to do. Okay, so he does go ahead and buy a Blood Knight. As well as...
Hey, you leaving, Matt?
See you later! One of our Dice Masters players here is leaving. Say goodbye to Matt. And it looks like Torch is also going to be bought. Alright, so no one decides to attack. Good for everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright. Looks like just the largest amount of energy rolled right now. Thank you for that, Rain City Jenna. I did not see that, but what you're saying, I believe, is 100% accurate. Alright, and the reroll. Energy again! So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be just an overwhelming sensation of being overwhelmed with characters next turn. Sensation of overwhelmingness characters. But Patrick has some decisions to make. We'll see what he decides to do. Alright, so Firestorm seeing some play. Resurrection being used. Getting the dice out of the bag. Looks like another sidekick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not going to attack, so, and I will name...
There we go.
We're gonna name Torch.
Alright.
Human Torch.
Human Torch is named.
Pull Kobold out of the bag. So I draw 3 plus 1. Three plus another 1.
And...
Right.
So let's go and see and what Robert rolls. Rolls a character face, a few energies. And for the reroll, it looks like a few more energies and a sidekick. So Robert does have some decisions to make what he's going to end up doing.
So I'll use these 2 to
No.
deal
I
blade.
took 2, so I'm not spinning down.
Oh, you took 2. Okay, how do you want to block?
And I will pass priority.
I'm block these 2. I'm gonna make him a villain.
Not doing anything right now. Hanging
So
out.
when he knocks out, you take 2.
Okay. Take 2 damage, right? Or what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why again?
So I flip him to villain. So retaliation.
Oh, retaliation.
So Blade Knight being assigned to attack.
And then Hulk goes with 2 damage.
Hulk goes 2 down to everybody. Knocks him out.
6, 7. So he did buff that up instead of using anger issues.
That's smart.
Oh no, so you don't take retaliation.
Yes, sir. 1.
No, I don't.
Everything.
So now player 1 actually now has 4 left.
He's both dead?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Hey.
Alright.
Okie dokie.
Oh wow.
Field you.
you'll take one, and let's knock out a psychic.
So looks like life point is going to be at 6. So 6 to 4. Very, very close game. It can honestly go either way.
No, just no bolt, no bolt. No. Just the mask. Mask and fist. Alright. No, attack. Bring them over.
So much goading.
No, because then you.
Everybody! Hots!
I don't
Hots!
want to at this point.
You know you want it.
I do, because I'm just kind of running out of options now. So.
So this is the point of the game where a lot of people try to build their wall, try to get that one fell swoop in order to finish the game.
Or no.
But-
Sure.
And Cheetah is being bought.
Sure.
Alright, so Hulk is being named.
Draw one more for the Hulk.
Alright, so let's see what happens.
Come on, guys. Come out to play. Don't.
Looks like there's a bunch of energy.
Dad, gum.
One of the world champions is getting mad.
Screaming at his dice, top 16. And it looks like energy rolled again, so it's going to be just quite a bit of rearranging with his decisions.
Oh yes, I am.
We'll go ahead and the stream will follow him in there with the camera, and we'll see what we can find.
I'm going to resurrect.
I believe this would be the last game, Rain City Jenna, so no Jason. Right now we actually have the top dogs of our competition playing against each other, so that is why this camera is focused on said table. It's outside help. Help. GG's.
Like, oh, what did you say?
Alright, so he does opt to attack. Let's see how Patrick is going to react to this.
So. Knock yourself out.
Okay. So I'll use one fist since he's blocked, so he's now at 3 attack. He would be KO'd. KO'd.
Now you're against aliens.
It might be the same one. At that point, I would have just wasted money because you're supposed to buy 4 bricks. And 4 bricks.
So just the one global, huh?
They're one fielded capabilities. I want to give them opportunity to KO me.
I see.
Oh, so you got World Life? Well, not yet. Okay. They haven't said 2, 3, 4. But it's all on order to get that.
So let's see how this turns out.
World Life, 2 bricks. Guardians of the Galaxy,
That was first.
Alright. That's time, guys. Time.
Alright, so it looks like Patrick's going to be turn 0. If you guys don't know how time works, it's going to be counting down from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From that, whoever has the most life on turn 5 is going to be declared the winner. So that means Robert will have the last act of the game.
I will pay 3.
Okay.
Him first. So you'll take 1. You'll take 1.
Right.
Alright, so
Shoot that one.
No, he's down 3.
You want to, okay.
Do him 3. Alright.
How's he at 1, 2, 4 then? Oh, we got
I'll field you.
so that's 1 damage.
With what?
This was 3 energy, so it was 1. Oh, so those are gone.
Oh, got
So
okay.
that's gone. So you're down to 4.
So now that is down to 4 life.
And you're down to 1.
And the kobold.
Sorry. You're down to yeah, that's fine. You can be down to 1. Doesn't matter.
So the kobold is down to 1 life.
Do I have to use my global before? Nah, I forget. I apologize. Do I use my global now?
If you can wait until after blockers are declared in the attack step, or you can use it now.
Okay.
It's it's up to you when you want to use it in
But if you
terms
pass
of
and don't attack,
the
then you will
yeah.
use it.
Okay. In that case, I will
Was
use the global
was
now.
James watching game playing Hawks with us? And then like
Or you mean the action.
Oh, the action dice. I was like, wait a minute.
Same thing.
Okay, I'm gonna use the action dice now.
Okay.
You will take one.
Splash
Which
screen.
one?
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Wait, he hasn't played
yeah, I did
Minecraft
that.
before?
Down
No.
four.
Oh, he hasn't.
You
Okay.
take one.
He likes Minecraft.
Yeah, so which one? So who's taking damage?
He's taking one.
Alright, so
Okay.
he's taking one.
One,
Okay.
2, 3, so they're KO'd.
Okay.
My main step is over. You're up.
And then you come on in. There you go. Good.
There you go.
Good game.
You're thinking super hard, right? I was like, right when that Cola Cold came up, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have a mask.
hmm
That was like, he's got a math.
So was that right? What Rain City Jenna was saying about what you were doing
Yeah.
for this one? Oh, okay. I didn't even see it. So
Even up for the overcrush.
yeah, he was gonna overcrush with like I think 8 like fists or something. The Blade Knight.
The Blade Knight.
Oh, that's right.
But they didn't come up.
Yeah.
If Torch or Hulk would have come up,
All right,
times
GG's.
that I rolled, then it would have.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Dice Master Stream 101. We have our resident champion here of our half draft tournament, Patrick.
He's a what?
Yeah,
You're undefeated?
Patrick is 3-0 undefeated in our 8-man tournament. Thank you very much. Really nice to see, people doing well.
Because last time we played, you whooped me with it, so I...
Wait, so this ringer came in and just beat all
He
of us?
did. He came here.
You're still the Rocco Mini.
Nice.
Mini Rocco. All right. Wow.
I got
Things being said right now.
what's Constantine?
Yeah,
What the
and
fuck?
Hulk
Eyes,
and Blue Eyes and
Blue
Professor X.
Eyes,
Yeah, man.
A lot of people, still a lot of people in the arena.
Oh, he does?
Right?
What's that?
Are you gonna pack
A lot of people still...
Oh, yeah, it was his
Huh?
second most popular card.
You hate us
Behind
because you hate us.
Constantine.
You hate us because you ain't us. Well done to Patrick for winning. Thank you guys for joining us here at Dice Master Stream 101. Shout outs to our viewers. Let's see. We have Murray828. Thank you again for joining us. We have Rain City Jenna. Thank you also for joining us again. Really nice that you guys are able to come on the stream, talk to us, all that stuff. We really want to build up this Dice Masters community. So we'll be here every Thursday playing Dice Masters. So just remember that even you can be on stream, guys. So just come on down to Comic Hero University Fullerton. That's here in Fullerton off of what's the street? I believe it's Harbor. Harbor. We would love. We're getting sponsored by all these people. Okay, but thank you guys very much. Thank you, Murray828. Squarespace. WizKids.
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember, the winner is Patrick, going 3-0 strong. Thank you very much. And that's pretty much it. You didn't want to say something?
Tell them to go to my website.
All right, and go to Jason G's website.
It's google.com.
Google.com. He owns that. So if you are using Google.com, Jason will be getting royalty from that every time you sign on to there. And I don't know what that is. Just like Yahoo. So thank you guys for tuning in with us. It's always fun to have you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you can come on down, play with us. We'll be here every Thursday at 5 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time playing Dice Masters here at Comic Hero University Fullerton. And remember, even you can be on stream once again. So thank you guys. And have a good night. There you go. That's our